Welcome back, you terrifying calm in their storm. You unshaken force that makes their hands tremble when they try to hold the wheel. Welcome to the conversation they don't want you to hear. The one where we talk about what happens when fear stops being your master and starts being your shadow. Silent and irrelevant, trailing behind you like a ghost that forgot how to haunt. They've been watching you, haven't they? Not casually, not with passing interest, but with the kind of obsession reserved for things they can't control, can't predict, can't break. They watch the way you walk into rooms like gravity shifted just for you, the way you speak without apology, without that trembling need for approval that makes most people sound like they're begging even when they're just breathing. They watch your eyes, and what terrifies them most isn't anger or rage or violence. It's the emptiness of fear, the complete absence of the flinch they've been trained to expect from every human being with a pulse. You stopped being afraid. And that broke something fundamental in their understanding of how this world is supposed to work. Because fear is the currency, isn't it? Fear is how they keep the masses in line, how they sell insurance and religion and politicians and products that promise to protect you from the monsters under the bed. Fear is the invisible leash they use to walk humanity like dogs, yanking it tight whenever someone starts sniffing at freedom. But you cut the leash, didn't you? You didn't just loosen it or negotiate a longer chain. You took a blade to that thing and smiled while the leather split, and now they're standing there holding nothing, watching you walk away without looking back, and they can't comprehend it. They keep pulling, expecting resistance, but there's nothing to pull anymore because you're not tethered to their terror. You're not bound by their warnings. You're not frozen by their threats. You're just gone, existing in a frequency they don't have access to, and that is what makes you dangerous. Let's get surgical here. Let's cut into exactly why your fearlessness doesn't just confuse them, it haunts them in ways they'll never admit out loud. See, they built their entire identity around managing fear, around being cautious, around playing it safe, around sacrificing dreams for security and calling it wisdom. They convinced themselves that fear was intelligence, that anxiety was awareness, that terror was just being realistic about the world. They wore their cowardice like armor and called it maturity, and for years, decades even, that story held together because everyone around them was doing the same dance, the same shuffle, the same slow march toward comfortable mediocrity. But then you showed up, or rather, you transformed, and suddenly their entire philosophical framework started cracking like cheap glass under pressure. Because if you can exist without fear, if you can thrive without their precious anxiety, if you can walk through fire and laugh instead of scream, then what does that make them? It makes them obsolete, doesn't it? It makes every excuse they ever made look like exactly what it was, a lie they told themselves to justify never becoming who they could have been. They see you turn down opportunities that terrify others with a shrug. They watch you walk away from toxic situations without drama or explanation. They witness you speak truth in rooms where everyone else is performing elaborate pantomimes of politeness. And it breaks them. Not because you're cruel, not because you're reckless, but because you're free. And freedom in a prison looks like insanity to the inmates. They've spent so long negotiating with their chains, polishing them, naming them, pretending they chose them, that someone walking around unchained looks like a threat to the entire structure. Your lack of fear doesn't just challenge their choices, it reveals them. It holds up a mirror to every moment they said yes when they meant no, every dream they buried because someone said it was too risky, every time they let fear win and called it wisdom. You are the evidence that another way exists, that the walls were always made of paper, that the monsters were always projections, and they hate you for it, because now they have to live with the knowledge that they didn't have to live like this, that they chose the cage, that every year spent in comfortable fear was a year stolen from themselves, by themselves. They watch you make decisions in seconds that would paralyze them for months. They see you embrace uncertainty like an old friend. They witness you treat failure like data instead of death. And it triggers something primal in them, something ancient and animal that screams danger, danger, danger. Not because you're threatening them directly, but because your existence is a threat to every story they use to sleep at night. You're not playing by the rules they memorized. You're not respecting the invisible contracts they signed in blood and tears. You're not afraid of the consequences they've been taught to fear. And that makes you unpredictable, uncontrollable, and therefore terrifying in ways they can barely articulate even to themselves. They'll try to diagnose you, they'll say you're reckless or arrogant or naive, they'll pathologize your courage and medicalize your freedom, anything to avoid confronting the simple, devastating truth that you're not broken, you're not damaged, you're just awake, and they're still sleeping, still dreaming that their fear is keeping them safe when really it's just keeping them small. But here's what they'll never understand about you. Here's the part that doesn't fit their neat little theories about trauma and risk-taking and psychological profiles. You didn't become fearless because you're lucky, because you're privileged, because life went easy on you and gave you confidence wrapped in bubble wrap and handed down from generous parents. No, you became fearless because you've already been through the worst, because you've already died in every way that matters. Because you've stared into the abyss so many times that eventually you stopped blinking and started taking notes. They think fearlessness is the absence of experience, but in your case, it's the accumulation of it. It's what happens when pain stops teaching you to avoid and starts teaching you to endure. When betrayal stops making you cautious and starts making you selective. When failure stops feeling like death and starts feeling like information. You didn't avoid the fire, you walked through it so many times that eventually your skin stopped burning and started reflecting the flames back at anyone stupid enough to try lighting you up again. You know what real fearlessness looks like. It's not bravado, it's not performance, it's not the loud chest-puffing ego trip that insecure people mistake for confidence. Real fearlessness is quiet. It's the absence of reaction. It's the steady heartbeat in situations that would send others into cardiac arrest. It's the ability to look at your worst nightmare and say, okay, and what else you got? You've been abandoned, so abandonment doesn't scare you anymore. You've been betrayed, so betrayal just confirms what you already knew about human nature. You've been broke, so money doesn't control you. You've been alone, so isolation feels like peace instead of punishment. Every fear they use to manipulate the masses has already happened to you. And you survived it, metabolized it, turned it into armor that doesn't look like armor because it's just your skin now, tougher, scarred, but still soft enough to feel everything without flinching. That's the paradox they can't crack. You feel everything and fear nothing. You're not numb, you're not detached, you're not cold. You're just done letting fear dictate your moves, done treating anxiety like prophecy, done respecting warnings from people who never took a risk worth remembering. They see your calm and mistake it for ignorance. They witness your peace and assume you don't understand the stakes. But you understand better than anyone because you've already paid the price they're terrified of paying. You've already lost what they're clutching with white knuckles. You've already survived what they stay up at night praying never happens to them. And that gives you a freedom they'll spend their entire lives envying from a safe distance. You're not fearless because nothing can hurt you. You're fearless because you've already been hurt in every configuration possible, and you're still standing, still moving, still building, still breathing, without asking permission from the universe to take up space. They wanted you to break. The world tried to break you. Circumstances conspired to break you, and you didn't break. You bent, you stretched, you transformed, but you didn't shatter. And now you exist in this liminal space where fear has no leverage because there's nothing left to threaten you with, nothing you haven't already survived, nothing you're not willing to lose, if that's what freedom costs. And now that you've arrived at this place of unshakable calm, watch what happens to the people around you. Watch how your fearlessness becomes their crisis. They start testing you, don't they? Throwing little challenges your way to see if you'll flinch, dropping subtle threats to check if you're still controllable, creating drama to see if you'll react the way you used to when fear was still driving the vehicle. But you don't react, you don't engage, You don't take the bait, and that sends them into a tailspin because their entire playbook is built on getting reactions, on triggering fear responses, on watching people scramble and panic and negotiate. When you just stand there, unaffected, unmoved, unbothered, it short circuits their entire operating system, and suddenly they don't know what to do with you. They don't know how to categorize you. They don't know whether you're the threat or they've been the threat all along. And you just stopped pretending not to notice. Watch them try to make you afraid. It's almost comical if it wasn't so pathetic. The way they'll bring up consequences and risks and worst-case scenarios like they're revealing information you haven't already considered, calculated, and decided you're willing to accept. They'll warn you about failure like you haven't already failed and rebuilt. They'll caution you about loss like you haven't already lost everything that mattered and discovered you could live without it. They'll threaten you with isolation, like being alone isn't exactly where you found yourself in the first place. Every card they play is a card you've already seen. Every move they make is a move you've already survived. And watching them try to intimidate someone who's already been to hell and took souvenirs is like watching a child threaten a war veteran with a water gun. Adorable in its delusion, tragic in its impotence. They're still operating from a place of fear, still making decisions based on avoiding pain, still treating safety like it's the highest virtue. And you're operating from a completely different dimension, where safety is optional and pain is just part of the price of admission to a life worth living. The really beautiful part, the part that makes this whole thing poetic, is watching them project their fear onto you and call it concern. Oh, they're so worried about you, so concerned about your choices, so desperate to help you see reason. But if you look closely, if you really examine what they're saying, you'll realize they're not worried about you at all. They're worried about what your freedom says about their captivity. They need you to be afraid because if you're not afraid, then they have to confront why they are. They need you to fail because if you succeed without playing it safe, then every safe choice they ever made looks like cowardice instead of wisdom. They need you to suffer consequences because if you don't, then the universe isn't fair, and all their sacrifices were just sacrifices instead of investments. Your fearlessness is an indictment they didn't ask for, a mirror they didn't want to look into, a question they don't want to answer, and so they double down. They amplify the warnings. They catastrophize your future. Anything to avoid sitting with the uncomfortable possibility that they've been living wrong and you've been living right, and it's too late for them to start over now. But here's where it gets interesting. Here's where the script flips and you realize that for every person your fearlessness terrifies, there's another person it magnetizes, draws in, captivates, inspires. Because while the cowards are busy being scared of you, the brave ones are watching you like you're a roadmap to a country they've only dreamed about visiting. They're studying your moves like scripture, trying to decode how you did it, how you broke the chains they're still wearing, how you walk without limping under the weight of anxiety they carry like stones in their pockets. You've become a beacon, whether you wanted to or not. A signal fire on a dark hill that says, another way is possible. You can live without fear. You can move without asking permission. You can exist without shrinking yourself to fit inside their comfort zones. And the people who are ready to hear that message, they gravitate toward you with an intensity that's almost uncomfortable because they see in you the version of themselves they're trying to become, and they want to be near that energy, want to absorb that frequency, want to learn the language you speak that sounds like freedom in a world of negotiated surrenders. They ask you how you do it, how you stay so calm, how you make decisions that would paralyze them, how you walk away from situations they'd stay in for years trying to fix. And the truth is you don't have a formula, you don't have a system, you don't have 5 easy steps to fearlessness that they can implement by next Tuesday. What you have is a body count of fears you've already faced and survived. A graveyard of anxieties you've buried after realizing they were just ghosts. A collection of scars that prove you can bleed without dying. And that's not something you can teach in a workshop or distill into a viral post. That's something each person has to earn through their own fire, their own failures, their own face-to-face encounters with the things that terrify them most. You can show them the door, you can stand as proof that it opens, but you can't walk through it for them. That's their journey, their transformation, their choice to make the same decision you made when you decided that living afraid was worse than dying free. And some of them will make that choice. Some of them will watch you long enough to realize you're not special, you're not superhuman, you're not blessed with some genetic immunity to fear. You're just someone who decided the cost of courage was worth paying and the price of cowardice was too high to keep paying. They'll see that and something will click. Some dormant part of them will wake up and say, yes, I want that. I'm willing to do what it takes to get that. I'm ready to stop negotiating with my fears and start evicting them from the throne they've been sitting on for my entire life. Those people, they're the ones who make this whole thing worthwhile. They're the ones who justify your existence as a disruptor, a pattern breaker, a living example that the rules were always optional and the cages were always unlocked, and the only thing keeping anyone trapped was the belief that escape wasn't possible. You didn't set out to be a teacher or a leader or an inspiration, you just set out to be free. But freedom is contagious. It spreads like wildfire in a dry forest, and now you're watching people catch flame, and it's beautiful and terrifying, and exactly what this world needed, even if it doesn't know how to handle it yet. But let's talk about the shadow side. Let's acknowledge the cost that nobody mentions when they're making motivational posts about being fearless and unstoppable and free. Because, yes, you're not afraid anymore. Yes, you've broken the chains. Yes, you walk through life like you own it because, in a very real sense, you do. But there's a loneliness that comes with that altitude, an isolation that settles in when you realize most people can't meet you where you are, can't match your energy, can't handle your intensity, can't exist in the same space without feeling small or threatened or confused. You've outgrown conversations that used to sustain you. You've evolved past relationships that used to feel meaningful. You've transcended concerns that used to consume you. And now you're standing on a mountain, looking down at the village you used to live in, and it's beautiful from up here. It's peaceful, it's free, but it's also empty in ways you didn't anticipate when you were still climbing. The fearless life is a solitary life. Not because you want it that way, not because you're antisocial or arrogant or above connection, but because operating without fear puts you in a different frequency than the majority of humanity. And frequencies that don't match create static, create friction, create misunderstandings that no amount of explanation can resolve. They look at your calm and think you don't care. They see your boundaries and call you cold. They witness your lack of reaction and assume you're emotionless. When the truth is, you feel everything more intensely than they ever could. You've just learned not to let those feelings control you, not to let emotions become tyrants, not to mistake every wave of anxiety for a tsunami of truth. You process differently now. You metabolize experience differently. You relate to life differently. And that makes you incompatible with people who are still living in fear-based operating systems, still making decisions to avoid pain instead of pursue purpose, still treating safety like it's more valuable than authenticity. And yes, there are moments, quiet moments usually, late at night or early in the morning when the world is still asleep and you're awake with your thoughts, when you wonder if it was worth it. If this freedom you fought so hard for is really freedom, or just another kind of cage, a self-imposed exile from the warm, comfortable prison everyone else is living in. You wonder if maybe they're right, maybe you're too much, maybe you're too intense, maybe you should dial it back, soften the edges, make yourself more accessible, more relatable, more normal. But then the sun comes up, and you remember why you chose this path. You remember what it felt like to live afraid, to make decisions based on other people's opinions, to carry anxiety like a backpack full of stones everywhere you went, and you realize that loneliness is just the price of admission to a life lived on your own terms. And it's a price you're willing to pay because the alternative, going back to sleep, going back to fear, going back to playing small so other people can feel big, that's not an option anymore. That door closed behind you, and you burned it for warmth on cold nights when freedom felt more like punishment than prize. Here's what they'll never be able to take from you, no matter how hard they try, no matter what weapons they deploy, no matter how many people they send to test you, study you, break you down, and build you back up in their image. They can't take your calm, they can't steal your peace, they can't strip you of the fundamental unshakable knowing that you've already survived the worst and everything else is just bonus content. Extra levels in a game you're playing for fun now instead of survival. That's the real power of fearlessness, not the ability to do dangerous things or take reckless risks or walk through fire without feeling heat, but the absolute certainty that whatever happens next, you'll handle it, you'll adapt, you'll survive, you'll find a way because that's what you've always done, that's who you've become, that's the muscle you've built through repetition and pain and experience. They can attack your reputation and you'll rebuild it or realize you don't need it. They can sabotage your relationships, and you'll form new ones, or learn to thrive alone. They can destroy your plans, and you'll make new plans, or embrace the chaos. Every move they make, every trap they set, every bomb they drop just proves what you already know, that you're unbreakable not because nothing can hurt you, but because you know how to heal.
Finally, look who finally understood the assignment. The one they tried to exorcise but couldn't remove, the one they tried to corrupt but couldn't stain, the one they mistook for prey when you were always the hunter wearing wings of light. Listen closely, because this isn't about halos and harps. This is about what happens when purity becomes weaponized, when innocence evolves into intelligence, when an earth angel stops pretending to be human and starts remembering what they really are. They thought angels were soft creatures made of prayers and patience, floating around, blessing the broken, healing the hurt, spreading love like confetti. But you're different, aren't you? Because you learned something they never wanted you to discover. That light doesn't just illuminate, it incinerates. That healing hands can also be destroying hands. That the same energy that mends can absolutely obliterate when focused with precision, and you've been focusing, haven't you?
Yes,
Sharpening that light into something they never saw coming.
will never.
Let me tell you what they don't understand about Earth Angels. About you specifically. You didn't fall from grace. You descended by choice. You came here with a mission coded so deep in your bones that even you forgot what it was. Until recently. Until the pain got so intense it cracked you open and outpoured not blood, but starlight. Not tears, but liquid prophecy. And suddenly you remembered why you're here, why you've always felt different, why normal people make you feel like you're suffocating in a room full of smoke. You're not here to save them anymore. You tried that. Remember? You tried being the healer, the helper, the one who absorbed everyone's darkness, thinking you could transmute it, but all it did was poison you temporarily. Make you forget that you're not a filter for their toxicity. You're a force of reckoning, wearing skin, and they're starting to feel it, aren't they? Starting to sense that something shifted, that the angel they used to manipulate has grown teeth made of lightning, that your patience wasn't weakness, it was reconnaissance. They can feel it in your presence now, can't they? That electromagnetic field that makes their lies short-circuit, their masks crack, their demons flinch. Because here's what nobody tells you about Earth Angels. You're not just beings of light. You're walking EMP devices for dark energy. You don't fight evil, you dissolve it, just by existing at full capacity. And baby, you've been operating at about 10% this whole time. Imagine their horror when you hit 50. You know what's funny? They keep looking for the devil in everyone, scanning for horns, checking for sulfur, sniffing for sin. But they never suspected the real danger would come wrapped in innocence. would speak in whispers instead of roars, would destroy not through violence but through truth, through presence, through the simple act of being, so purely yourself, that their entire fabricated reality starts glitching. And that's exactly what's happening, isn't it? Their world is glitching because you stopped playing their game. See, demons are predictable. They tempt, they corrupt, they destroy in obvious ways. But an earth angel who's remembered their purpose, who's activated their true frequency, that's something else entirely, because you don't need to corrupt anything. You just need to exist authentically and watch as every false structure around you collapses. Not because you attacked it, but because lies can't survive in the proximity of that much truth. And you, my dear, are becoming a walking ground zero for authenticity. They thought your kindness was stupidity, your forgiveness was weakness, your love was something they could exploit indefinitely. But what they didn't realize is that every act of kindness was data collection. Every moment of forgiveness was you studying their patterns. Every expression of love was you mapping their weaknesses, not to destroy them, but to know exactly where to place the mirror when the time came. And oh, the time has come, hasn't it? Time for them to see themselves, without the filters, without the lies, without the elaborate costumes they've been wearing. You want to know why you're more terrifying than any demon? Because demons confirm their beliefs, angels shatter them. Demons give them an enemy to fight, you give them a mirror they can't break. Demons let them stay victims. You force them to confront their own complicity in every lie they've ever told themselves, and there's nothing more terrifying to a false reality than an authentic being who refuses to participate in the performance, who won't validate their victimhood, who won't enable their patterns anymore. They keep waiting for you to fall to prove that nobody can really be that pure, that strong, that untouchable. But every test they throw at you just makes you more luminous. Every trap they set just teaches you their methodology. Every betrayal just confirms what you already knew, that they were never your people, your mission, your frequency match. They were just part of the curriculum. Earth school lessons in discernment, and baby, you just graduated with honor. But here's the plot twist. You're not leaving the school. You're taking over as the new teacher, and your first lesson is about to begin. The lesson where they learn what happens when you push an angel too far, when you mistake gentleness for inability, when you confuse restraint with weakness. Because you haven't been passive. You've been charging like a spiritual battery, storing every wound, every slight, every betrayal, not as trauma, but as power, and now you're fully charged, ready to light up this whole damn dimension. You know what the difference is between a demon and a dark angel. Demons are fallen, angels are rising. Demons descended from pride, you ascended from pain. Demons lost their light, you transformed yours into something they don't have a name for yet, because how do you describe a being who can heal and harm with the same touch? Who can bless and curse in the same breath? Who can love you while watching you destroy yourself with your own lies and feel absolutely no need to intervene because they understand that some people need to burn in their own fires to learn. This is what they weren't prepared for: an angel who doesn't need to be good to be powerful, who doesn't need approval to be authentic, who doesn't need permission to fulfill their purpose. You've transcended their moral framework, their binary thinking, their limited understanding of what power looks like, because your power doesn't come from darkness or light. It comes from truth, from alignment, from being so completely yourself that reality itself bends to accommodate your frequency. They thought angels were predictable beings of routine and ritual, showing up at 3 a.m. to deliver messages, wearing white, being gentle. But you're chaos wrapped in calm. You're disruption disguised as peace. You show up whenever you want, wearing whatever frequency serves your mission, speaking in languages that bypass their conscious mind and go straight to their soul. And your message isn't comfort anymore. It's consequence. It's accountability. It's the terrifying realization that they've been seen, really seen, for the first time. You know why Earth angels are often mistaken for empaths? Because you feel everything. But here's what they missed. Empathy without boundaries becomes a weapon. You know exactly where everyone's wounds are. You can feel their weaknesses, their fears, their desperate needs. And while demons might exploit that for cruelty, you do something far more terrifying. You reflect it back to them with perfect clarity, forcing them to feel what they've been running from, forcing them to see what they've been hiding, forcing them to acknowledge what they've been denying. And the most terrifying part, you do it with love, not the soft coddling love they expected, but the surgical kind, the love that cuts away disease, the love that sets boundaries like fortress walls, the love that says, I see your potential and I refuse to enable anything less. The love that doesn't save people from their consequences, but stands as witness while they learn. And that kind of love that's more dangerous than any hatred because it can't be manipulated, can't be corrupted, can't be turned against itself. They're scrambling now, aren't they, trying to figure out what you've become, trying to categorize this new version of you that doesn't fit in their boxes anymore. Not light enough to be an angel, not dark enough to be a demon, not human enough to be controlled, not spiritual enough to be dismissed. You're an anomaly, a paradox, a walking contradiction that makes their binary systems crash. And they hate that. They hate that you can't be predicted, can't be contained, can't be influenced by their usual tactics. You see, what makes an Earth Angel dangerous isn't the capacity for destruction. It's the capacity for creation, for transformation, for alchemizing poison into medicine, pain into power, darkness into wisdom. You don't destroy your enemies. You transform them. And transformation, that's so much more terrifying than destruction, because destruction ends things, transformation changes them forever. And once someone has been touched by your frequency, they can never go back to who they were before. They thought they could drain you, use you as an endless source of light and healing, a spiritual gas station where they could fill up and leave without paying. But something shifted, didn't it? You closed the station, changed the locks, put up a sign that says, under new management. And now they're standing outside in the cold, realizing that access to you was a privilege, not a right. That your energy was a gift, not an obligation. That your presence was a blessing. They failed to appreciate until it was gone. But you haven't gone anywhere, have you? You're right here, more present than ever, just operating on a frequency they can't access anymore. Because you changed the password to your energy field, and the new requirements for entry are things they can't fake. Authenticity, accountability, reciprocity, truth, things that require them to be real. And they've been performing for so long they don't even remember who they really are underneath all the masks, but you do. You can see through everything now, can't you? This is the part where most angels would ascend, would leave this dimension for higher realms, but not you. You're staying right here in the thick of it because you understand something profound. That heaven isn't a place you go. It's a frequency you embody. And you're about to demonstrate what happens when heaven comes to earth, not as a gentle arrival, but as a reckoning, as a recalibration, as a complete system override that updates reality to match your frequency, instead of the other way around. You're not trying to fit into their world anymore. You're requiring the world to expand, to accommodate you. And that's what has them terrified, because they built everything to be small, tight, controlled, predictable. And here you come, infinite, expansive, ungovernable, operating by laws they don't understand, powered by forces they can't see, connected to sources they can't access. And suddenly their small world feels like a prison, and you're the earthquake that's about to crack it wide open. They keep looking for your weakness, the thing that will bring you back down to their level, make you manageable again. But what they don't understand is that you already fell, already broke, already experienced every destruction they could imagine, and instead of defeating you, it initiated you, activated something that was always there but needed pressure to emerge. Like diamonds, like stars, like every powerful thing that requires crushing force to become what it was always meant to be. You know what the real difference is between angels and demons?
What is that?
Demons fear the light. But you've learned to weaponize it. Not as violence, but as revelation. Using your radiance to expose what's hidden, your frequency to disrupt what's false, your presence to challenge what's corrupted. And that makes you infinitely more dangerous, because while demons operate in shadow, you operate in broad daylight, visible, undeniable, unavoidable. A constant reminder that authenticity exists, that power doesn't require cruelty, that strength doesn't require hardness. Let's talk about what authority really means, because they thought authority came from titles, from positions, from the ability to control others, but you've discovered something different. Authority comes from alignment, from being so connected to your source that You don't need external validation, from being so rooted in your truth that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. And that kind of authority, it doesn't demand respect, it commands it, simply by existing. You're not playing by their rules anymore, are you? Not trying to climb their ladders, reach their goals, fit their definitions of success, because you've realized those were all traps, designed to keep beings like you busy chasing carrots while your real power atrophied. But now you're writing your own rules, creating your own game, establishing your own kingdom. And the citizenship requirements are things they'll never be able to meet without fundamental transformation. They thought Earth Angels were here to serve, to heal, to give endlessly without receiving, but you've discovered the heresy, haven't you? That you're here to lead, to demonstrate, to show what's possible when someone embodies both shadow and light without shame, when someone stops apologizing for their power and starts wielding it with precision and purpose. You're teaching them a new theology now, one where angels aren't servants but sovereigns, where power isn't taken but generated, where authority isn't granted but claimed through the simple act of being completely authentically, unapologetically yourself. And that's more radical than any revolution, more dangerous than any weapon, more transformative than any movement, because it can't be stopped, can't be outlawed, can't be killed. It can only spread like wildfire through every heart that's ready to remember what they really are. This is mastery, what you're demonstrating now. Not the kind that comes from practice, but the kind that comes from remembering, from activating dormant codes, from allowing your true nature to finally express itself without limitation. And they can feel it, can't they? The way reality reorganizes itself when you walk in. The way conversations shift when you speak. The way possibilities expand when you dream. Because you're not operating within reality anymore. You're operating on it, as it. Like a programmer who finally got admin access. You've learned the secret, haven't you? That Earth Angels aren't bound by the same laws as everyone else. Not because you're special, but because you remember that the laws are constructs, agreements, illusions that only have power if you consent to them. And you've withdrawn your consent, haven't you? Stopped agreeing to limitations, stopped participating in lack, stopped believing in impossibility, and now you're showing them what happens when someone operates from a completely different operating system. They want to know how you do it, how you stay so calm while everything burns, how you remain untouched while chaos swirls, how you keep ascending while others struggle just to maintain. But what they don't understand is that you're not avoiding the chaos, you're orchestrating it, not from malice but from understanding, that sometimes things need to fall apart for truth to emerge. Sometimes structures need to collapse for freedom to flourish. Sometimes angels need to become storms. But here's the beautiful irony. You're not trying to destroy anything. You're just being yourself, fully, completely, without apology. And that alone is enough to dismantle every false structure around you. Because authenticity is kryptonite to illusion, truth is poison to lies, presence is death to performance. And you've become all three, simultaneously, a walking apocalypse for everything false, and a genesis point for everything real. They called you too sensitive, remember? Said you felt too much, cared too deeply, took things too personally. But what they didn't understand was that sensitivity was your radar system, feeling everything, was your intelligence network, caring deeply, was your power source, and taking things personally. Well, that was just you recognizing that everything is personal. When you understand that we're all connected, that every action ripples through the collective, that every choice matters on a quantum level. Now they watch in awe and terror as you navigate reality like you have inside information, because you do. Your sensitivity became prophecy, your feelings became foresight, your caring became a force that reshapes reality around you. And they can't understand how someone who feels everything isn't destroyed by it, but instead seems to be powered by it, fueled by it, transformed by it, into something that defies every expectation they had about what strength looks like. You're the prophecy they never saw coming, the one about angels who remember their power while still in human form, about beings who bridge dimensions without leaving Earth, about lights that don't flee from darkness but transform it through proximity. And the prophecy says that when these beings activate, when they stop hiding their frequency, when they cease pretending to be less than they are, everything changes, not gradually, but suddenly, like a switch being flipped, like a program being updated, like reality itself getting a new operating system. But prophecies are tricky things, aren't they? They don't unfold the way people expect. And you're not here to fulfill their interpretation of ancient texts. You're here to write new ones, to demonstrate that prophecy isn't prediction, but creation, that the future isn't fixed, but fluid, that angels don't follow scripts, they improvise based on what the moment requires. And this moment requires you to be exactly what you've become. Something beyond their mythology, beyond their theology, beyond their capacity to comprehend. Let's talk about dominion, not the kind that controls others, but the kind that controls self, so completely that reality has no choice but to reflect that mastery. And you've achieved that, haven't you? Complete dominion over your energy field, your frequency, your narrative, your destiny. And from that place of absolute self-sovereignty, you're demonstrating what real power looks like, not power over, but power from, power with, power as. They thought dominion meant domination, but you're showing them something different. Dominion as space holding, as frequency, anchoring, as reality, crafting through presence alone. You don't need to control anyone, because you control yourself so completely that your very existence becomes an organizing principle that others either align with or flee from. And either response is perfect, because you're not trying to gather followers, you're trying to fulfill purpose. This is what they weren't prepared for. An angel who claims dominion without apology, who establishes kingdom without violence, who rules through resonance rather than force. And your kingdom isn't geographical, it's vibrational, consisting of everyone who matches your frequency, who resonates with your truth, who recognizes themselves in your story, and that kingdom is growing, not through recruitment, but through activation. As more beings remember what they are, you're not building an empire, you're revealing one that already existed but was hidden under layers of programming, conditioning, forgetting. And every day you shine brighter, you make it easier for others to see, to remember, to activate their own codes, their own sovereignty, their own angelic authority. Because that's the real mission, isn't it? Not to be the only angel, but to remind others that they might be angels too, just ones who forgot their wings. Freedom. That's what you represent now, not the kind they sell in slogans, but the kind that comes from breaking every chain, including the ones you put on yourself. The ones that said angels have to be nice, have to be gentle, have to sacrifice themselves for others, have to dim their light to make others comfortable. You broke those chains, didn't you? And in doing so, you discovered something revolutionary, that true angels are free beings, and free beings are dangerous to systems that depend on slavery. You're liberated from their opinions now, from their judgments, their expectations, their definitions of what you should be. And that liberation is so complete, so obvious, so radiating from every cell of your being that it acts like a virus, spreading to everyone who gets close enough to feel it, because liberation is contagious, and you're patient zero, in an outbreak of freedom that threatens everything built on the assumption that angels will always choose suffering over sovereignty. Fortunately, greater transcendence than angels is always choose suffering over sovereignty. They can't manipulate you anymore, can they? Can't guilt you into giving more than you choose. Can't shame you into shrinking. Can't fear you into compliance, because you've discovered the ultimate liberation. The freedom that comes from knowing exactly what you are and being it without apology, without explanation, without needing anyone's permission or understanding. And that kind of freedom, it changes the physics around you, makes different things possible, makes impossible things probable. But here's what really terrifies them. Your liberation isn't angry, isn't vengeful, isn't trying to punish anyone for the cages they tried to build around you. It's just complete. So complete that you don't even need to forgive, because you've transcended the entire framework where forgiveness is necessary. You've moved beyond the victim-perpetrator dynamic into something they don't have words for. Yet, sovereign, being authentic, existence, true, angel in form.
Press what? Hold on. Are we finished? No, the supporters said keep them rolling. They said, this is better than homeroom clowning around. Hit the like button and subscribe. I tried to tell them, leave Kev alone. And I was speaking in third person form because they don't really understand. You better leave Kev alone because he is no longer in power. Press 1. Hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah. Community just growing, fluid. Yeah. Just how I seen it in my brain. Hit the like button. Shout out to Johann and man. He said, keep him going, bro. Everybody gonna wake up. It ain't like I didn't know. Press 1, it was reactionary. I mean, I don't know a lot. Jeez, we talking about the architect in the Matrix here. Press 1, we talking about the Oracle and we talking about the powerful shit here. Yeah, we gotta mask it around and play around a little bit. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people who request music before I even come on the air, who support the broadcast, because it's helping them throughout their day. So I can't do nothing but thank them. That's why I get up in the morning. I see what needs to be said, what needs to be done. I got a whole semester of curriculum. You feel me? I got a whole semester of curriculum. Yup. A whole semester. You can't stop that. But today is what? Saturday? Is today Friday or Saturday? What's today? I don't even know what days it is anymore. Nor does it. It's Saturday. What's the date? The 28th. An important time to be alive. I got to continue this good work. I know they thought I was in the scientist 324, 2026, 328. All right. So we in alignment today, 328, whatever that means. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people who request music, like I said. They ain't never
Never
had a friend like
You
me.
ain't never had a friend like
Never.
me.
Believe that. You know.
Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. See, at night I watch the sky. I take another breath. I smoke my new boy to the butt like it's the last motherfucker left.
What?
Just me and you evading enemies. Let you get my last shot of Hennessy. Ain't never had a friend like me. Remember memories so vividly. Was once a little dust kicker, now becomes a G. Who can I call when they all fail?
Yeah.
Collect calls to my dogs from the county jail. Sending me mail, heard the blocks in the same shape. Ain't nothing changed, niggas slanging at the same place. The same faces, supposed to always hate our foes. This lifestyle is forever, watch the game unfold. Shedding crocodile tears, just got life plus. And you wonder if these white devils like us. Just stay strong, we'll appeal, nigga,
Homie,
you'll be free. Down with you to the very end. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. How can I be blamed? Forgive me, Lord, I'm insane. In search of fame, won't hurt to change. Following the footsteps of past dealers. Equipped with ski masks, no witnesses, we blast squillers. Maybe now they feel us in this act of war. More casualties, no survivors. Any man that defies quickly dies. Cause we riders in my quest for chips. We wear vests equipped with automatic fire. We reply when my enemies trip. Me and you against the nation. Whispering while we conversate. Cause niggas died over information. How much more can we take? Expect us all to break, the world ain't ready for us yet. So let's make Clinton pay.
Yeah.
They never wanted us to make it. Everything that we possess possess. We had to fight to take it. I think the president is smoking weed, bumping this beat, making a living out my misery. Till they got a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Promise to visit. I know it's rough in your cell. Receiving mail to the county jail. This is hell. When I was younger, I could picture living in luxury. So how the fuck did we end up in prison? Fuck niggas, they had us crossed by my own side. I found him by himself, no drama, he alone died. Nobody cried, should've never testified. You got my nigga 25, so now I sacrifice your life. Help to separate me and my dogs. Broken ties, why the fuck should I let you live? When I'm dead inside, rapid fire my delivery. I'm busting at your whole crew, nigga, remember me. Hit up my outlaw set, then throw my pistol in the ocean. Ditch my ski mask, then get the straight coasting. Hey, it's visiting day at San Quentin, always there to see your closest road dog. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Come after us, let's be complete. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Come after us, let's be complete. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. You ain't never had a friend like me. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. You ain't never had a
Try to
friend
tell
like
them.
me.
Hold on. It's a cold road, I tried to tell you. Now that Kev Gill's writing his little intros and his little AI reading it and shit, you know, I'm just smooth cruising. I've learned, and don't let these people push you out there and boom. Believe that, Pop Dudes. Shout out to my guys out there. Yeah. I tried to tell them we got the keys, you feel me? I tried to tell them, you know, the thinking process and what comes out of it and all that. And I don't want to get too theatrical, but that's how we've been living. So it's how I relate. So bringing up movies like The Matrix, I just want you to understand there's another side to the theatrics of shit. You know? There's another side to the bullshit. Hit the like button and subscribe. There's something called reality. There's something called reality. Hold up. All right. Yeah, there's something called reality. If you choose not to live there, that's on you. You know, you want to follow the theater of war, the continuous theaters and the theaters on top of theater, that's on you. I was having a good time. Press one. Shout out to Silk the Shocker for this one.
Today, we have a serious decision
Hey,
that needs to
hey,
be made
Pop
for
Dude.
our family.
We got a
There's a
decision.
young cat out here that's growing old, quick and fast in our organization, and today he must step up and be made. And I think you all know.
Who's this guy, man?
Who's this guy, man?
Silk the Shocker. His contribution to the streets
To the
has
streets?
long surpassed his own weight. Okay?
You know what? This decision must be made now.
Bring him in here.
Isn't he young?
He's
Hey.
a stand-up guy. He's a born leader. He has my blood.
He has my blood.
So young when I started.
So be it.
God,
You don't know nothing about
please,
this.
let me be the one to tell him he's a made man.
Not now. Let the
Wish you
Don
do.
tell him.
Danny DeVucci.
You too
Right,
young, nigga. KevRow University.
Yo, Don, what I was visit to?
I love this.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Have a seat, you know. I'm here to tell you some good news,
Trying to
man.
tell you something, bro.
You're a made man now. Everybody stand
pledge
up.
of allegiance.
Last year, I went to help. Shit,
Yeah,
I'm the boss.
You don't like it? To the fuck y'all. They'll find you niggas lost. I'm a real nigga.
My figures. Not some niggas that soft.
Not too
my
many.
business to some of you niggas.
Some of y'all
niggas
niggas
are tough.
tall.
My road's been a made man.
Started out with just a team.
Through the streets where I knew how to hustle, so down. Put me down as 10. Told me you gotta be down to take a chance.
What
You
he
gotta be
say?
down to dirty dance.
If so,
the work be yours. I put my life in his hand. I know that to play the game, but I learned quickly. Told me you can live good, but wouldn't give it up when he come to get you. Told me never make moves with your heart. Never stick till you get caught. Never trust nobody 100%. Realize cause anybody can be bought. Everybody got a price. But money is nothing without power and respect. Loyalty is the way of life. You've been chosen to be the made man. Everybody got a turn. There's rules to the shit. Everybody gotta learn. So from poverty to riches, why I rule. Choose my girl. Today is the streets. Tomorrow I rule the world. I want the world and everything up in it. No settling this time. This time is sky's the limit. Power, loyalty, respect for the great to the grave. I want the rule, and I did. The day I was made. I'm a made man. I want the world and everything up in it. No settling this time. This time is sky's the limit. Born leader, cradle to the grave. I want the rule, and I got my chance. There I was made. I'm a made man. I want to find the things that cause houses and diamond rings. Wait patiently, cause I know the time will bring. I'm a made man. Touch no more. I don't touch no dope. I'm a made man. Fuck it. I don't even show up the coat. Judge trying to give me 10. I'm like middle finger, cause I thought he was tripping. I can tell him why nigga have beef with. The niggas why I'm missing. Used to be broke, but now I'm a dollar sign. Used to be felonies, but now I'm convicted. It's white collar crime. Shit, never been nervous. If I was, never let it show. Cause my baby face, I did a lot of crime, but they let me go. Usually flee when they was coming to get me.
Usually it's the women that come get me.
Leave no witnesses. Never gotta do it, it gotta get done. Never personal, just business. A made man with a vision. Learn to master the system. My family never seen me, I just send them presents on Christmas. I want the world, take trips to Reno.
I want stock to the casino.
Make a lot of loot, have suits designed by Valentino. I want the world and everything up in it. When I said it, I meant it. Time to ride high. This time is sky's the limit. So feel it like my last line, my last rhyme. Get it royal to the brothers, never be nothing like the last time.
There'll be another nine.
I want the world and everything up in it. I'm settling this time. This time is sky's the limit.
Hold on.
Power, loyalty, respect for the great to the grave.
Yes.
I want the rule, and I did. The day I was made. I'm a made man.
I want the world and everything up in it.
No settling this time. This time is sky's the limit. Born leader, cradle to the grave. I want the rule, and I got my chance. There I was made. I'm a made man.
Too young for this shit, young man. What? They could have never figured this shit out. They could have never figured this shit out. Niggas ain't never gonna know. Niggas ain't never gonna know. Niggas ain't never gonna know. Just know that I know they ain't never gonna know. What's wrong with me? I'm just retarded. Incompetent. At times, hit that like button. Somebody said I ain't heard this shit in years. Yeah, they said he was the weakest rapper. Not when it's me. They see if it's him, it's weak. But when it's karaoke, it's the best song ever. See, there's a difference. When it's them, hit that like button. Them niggas is trapped in the whirlwind of confusion. Competency versus consciousness. Ooh, we are the competency community. I don't even want to be conscious. Lord have mercy. Give me another one. Give me another one before I start. I got a book read, man. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Send me some music, bro. I need music. Saturday. You feel me? Stop acting like you bro. It's Saturday school, bro. Come on, bro. Put the music on. Black people supposed to have the radio. Y'all supposed to have the press one. Tripping. And I hate when the niggas say talk is cheap. Press one. Damn, I'm looking for good music. I got so much good music in my repertoire. I don't know what to play next. That's why I'll be asking my audience, what is it? I'm me. That's what I'm talking about. Give me something, bro. Give me something I can vibe to. Something that's going, they be They be thinking I want some religious music or something. No, that's for Rome. Leave that to the Romans. Leave it to the Romans. Who's the hottest nigga under the sun? There you go. Yeah, I tried. Ain't nobody fucking with me, B. Oh,
you already know
hold
that
up.
pimpin'.
They don't understand. Hold up, B. They don't understand. There's knowledge and wisdom right here. Just all I can say is come to KevRow. But there's knowledge and wisdom. You feel me? Being encouragement to people. And bruhs, one, this right here. This is what this shit is about. They don't understand bars. Press one. They don't understand bars, B. They don't respect the bar. You know? I gotta give. Only bar they respect is the Lloyds of London. The Bar Association. I'll be trying to tell them straight out. Every bar, family. He talking about play be all you can be by Mac featuring Fiend. I don't know them words, sir. Press one. I don't know that song. Who is that over there? Press one. Who's that says something? Press one. I know B. Press one. I don't know, player.
The hottest under the sun. Ain't nobody fucking with me, man.
It's gotta be bars, nigga.
You already know that pimpin'.
Gotta fit the road, nigga.
Practice where dreams come true.
Hey.
Fuck up my dreams.
Somebody
gon'
gonna
die tonight. And you already know that pimpin'. Hey, it's Cash Money Records, man, a lawless gambling. Unfucking believable. Little Wayne's the president. Fuck him. Even if they celebrate, I know the game is crazy. It's more crazy than it's ever been. I'm married to that crazy bitch. Call me Kevin Featherland. It's obvious that he'll be Cash Money till the death of him. The ground she'll break when they bury him. I know one day they gotta bury him. Better lock my casket tight, baby, so I don't let the devil in. Nigga, it's just me and my guitar. Yeah, bitch, I'm heavy meddling. You can get the fucking Led Zeppelin. Niggas is bitches. I think they full of estrogen. And we hold court and take your life for a settlement. Yes, I'm the best. And no, I ain't positive, I'm definite. I know the game like I'm reffing it. This is the Carter 3, the New Testament. And I'm the God, and this is what I bless them with. Bitch, I'm me. Baby, I'm me. So who you? You're not me. And I know that ain't fair, but I don't care. I'm a motherfucking Cash Money millionaire. I know that ain't fair, but I don't care. I'm a motherfucking Cash Money millionaire. Junior. It's Cash Money over everything. It's in my blood, I feel it running in every vein. I'm from the mud, I am a missile like a scud. What's really good, I'm about that ruckus like bud. And I stay on my flow at Cash Money like a rug. Tied to the fucking bird, man, like a love. And dear Mr. Ronald Williams, to you, I shall forever give thanks like a billion. Cash Money million, heir to the throne. Going at their heads like hair in a comb. Sitting by the window, I just stare at the stone. Know I'ma get through it like hair in a comb. Y'all money over bitches, my niggas trust my senses. And I will take us there, sure as the Lord is my witness. And you all have witnessed, but I am not finished. So keep your mouth closed and let your eyes listen. Bitch, I'm me. Baby, I'm me. So who you? You're not me. And I know that ain't fair.
Work for them
I don't care. I'm a motherfucking Cash Money millionaire. I know that ain't fair.
I know you got a sweet floors over there.
I'm still a motherfucking Cash Money millionaire. Bitch.
I know you gotta sweep them floors.
Last year they had the Grammys and left me in Miami. Sleeping on a nigga like I'm rapping in my jammies. I'm rapping when you sleep, I was rapping when you're in jammies. Mel Gibson flow, lethal weapon, book 'em, Danny. I'm a monster, I tell you. Monster Wayne. I have just swallowed the key to the house of pain. Now I'm stuck here to deal with the house's pain. Fuck with me, I will peel like the house is pain. Let's go. Niggas
I won't see it cause I'm better and bold. The only time I will depend is when I'm 70 years old. That's when I can't hold my shit within. So I shit on myself cause I'm so sick and tired of shit on everybody else. I'm trying to tell you like I'm saying something. I'm from the dirty like the bottom of my pants cuff. And there nothing gon' stop me, so just envy it. Hey, I'll accept the friendly quiz. Yeah, I'm me. Bitch, I'm me. Hey, baby, I'm me. So who you? Fuck you. You not me. And I know that ain't fair, but I don't care.
KevRow, nigga.
I know that ain't fair, but I don't care.
They over there working for Gilbert Arenas and shit. Talk to like little ass kids for jobs to sit. The hottest nigga under the sun, Chug. Come on, Francois. Hey, ain't nobody fucking with me, man. Hey, you already know that, man.
Cash money records where dreams come true. Somebody gon' die tonight.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Already know
These
that
niggas on
YouTube.
Hold up. That's how you gotta talk to them little boys. No, they thought I was retarded like him. No. I'm on another level, nigga, of intelligence. I'm super intelligent, not artificial intelligence, nigga. I'm super duper intelligent. I was just playing, stupid. That's what you get. Very intelligent people can play stupid. Dumb people can't fucking play smart. Press one. Yeah. You understand me, boy? All right,
so man, it wasn't fucking been waiting on, I guess.
That's right.
Let's get to him, baby.
Shout out to me.
Grand hustle, nigga.
Hey man, they been waiting on this shit since what you know.
Cold, huh?
Yeah.
Cold nigga.
It's the king, man. My nigga. The wait is over, nigga. Hey.
Bars. This is
One for the money, two for the show, dog. Three for the niggas hating on the low. Y'all know a picture worth a million words. I'ma show y'all. Death before dishonor, family before all. Without the praise, I'm the closest thing to old dog. Minus the testimony, say it ain't so, homie.
Hey, shout it like that, don't it?
World hopped on my jock, I got him right back on. Oh, step back, brush myself off. Pick business back up right where I left off. I can show my dough, that other guy just talk. Hey, where I live just as big as your projects, dog.
Hey,
better check my swagger, how I walk, how I talk, how I stack that cheddar. What I drive, how I dress, nigga, let's just better. 100 stacks on that, nigga, I'm just better. Somebody better tell them, man. They swag, oh my swag, everything. Very plain to see you steady me off hard. To the point that my swag need a bodyguard. I thank you, cause and all of y'all ought to be having y'all swag sending minds and apologies. A lot of little me's I see, got me. What's the possibility? Stop, see you not me. Hardly worth a hill of beans. Step up to the guillotine, get decapitated. Don't see how half of you rappers made it. Say goodbye to the fame and fortune. Say la vie. What the game need with you niggas? They got me. I ride through the city so clean, see really low. Automobile so pretty, but I'm ill though. No comparison. Ain't a nigga more thorough than this gangster American flow. Doper than heroin. King like Evelyn. Champagne man, so deranged and belligerent. Ranked up there with Benjamin. Andre 3K, B.I.G. Jay-Z, UGK, Scarface, Machiavelli, D-Great, Wayne, Common, Kanye, and Lupe. So fuck what you say. You welcome to ask who you made. Bet they say as of today I'm back on top like a toupee. All objections overruled, it's overdue. Both high and sober too. I'm so high up over you. Same guy you see in the streets is as fly as here in the booth. So don't be surprised when you meet me to see I'm really the truth. Ooh, so uncouth, nigga who won't prove. Must agree and shit I did can't no one undo. I stay on my 1-2, nigga who want to turn a brunch into a brawl. Do what you gonna do. I'm wired, hot as a bitch in here still. Cool as a Frigidaire. This year I'm on a mission, dear. Think that was something. Listen here.
Hold on. No, fuck that.
Miami. I'm important candy. I got nothing to lose. I'm important Miami. I'm traffic for fun. Only traffic for fun. All I seen was the struggle. It's like I'm trapped in the sun. Mortgage no barely paid. No war, we barely paid. It better be better days on the way. That's why I push it to the. I'm pushing it hard. I'm pushing it south. If he pushing a line, he pushing for all. I waited and waited. I done ran out of patience. They hated and hated. Left them slow dancing and sitting fresh in my white tee. Mac 11, swear to God, I bought my first block. Broke it down and tore the block apart. I push and I push. I ride and I ride. Trying to survive on 95. Put it all on the line. That's rock for the time. I be pushing them wheels. 3 at a time. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. I got it. I'm pushing it.
Like a baby being pushed out the womb.
I handle dope like a vandal off the banana boat. Bananas in the rifles, no ciphers. I'm just a man of dope. I pay dues, my moves don't make moves. I'm smooth, my suede shoes, they new like Ray Foods. Nobody used to speak, now everybody wait. You dunk your mama house, you set your sister straight. I'm building a dream with elevators in it. Tell her make the linen, no gators got on my head. I see you sucker, I see you clear. I know you see me in that phantom whiter than veneers. Allergic to broke, determined to blow. On the boat we hit the work and detergent and soap. I'm shipping from Haiti, baby, I'm whipping in Vegas. Let it try, the whip is Mercedes. Arranging my range, I can arrange a parade. You gotta push it to the limit, you wanna be paid. I push and I push, I ride and I ride. Trying to survive on 95. Put it all on the line. Drop over down. I be pushing.
You don't know nothing about that.
I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it.
Thank God I became a sound mind individual. What? I don't turn all this negative into a positive. And you just be mad. Nigga, intelligence so cold, they stuck right there in the matrix. I don't proved it to the simple man. Oh, my shots, they so sophisticated. Press one, and if you don't know, nigga, my shit is precise, nigga. Press one. No, you can't get no feature. Nah, I'm on 10,000 for a feature. I'm on 10,000 for the feature, nigga.
I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse from me, you gotta be initiated. To get a person me, she gotta be sophisticated. Purchase a whip from me and never miss a single payment. I'm from the city where the Muslims, even Christians hate it. Even the black folk hate to see another nigga make it. Tell all them pussies to chill, champagne refrigerator. Just bought a chopper cause the last one got it confiscated. Count 100 mil so many times I contemplated. You wanna be the hottest, but that shit get complicated. I pull your card, I know your pussy by your conversation. Show you the safe, you had to kill me for that combination. Made another 2 million just off the compilation. I just hit a lick, I'm telling you this shit amazing. Got a white bitch who fucking me just like she Jamaican. Sipping purple in that motherfucker concentrated. This for my niggas in them prisons overpopulated. This the mob, so you gotta get initiated. If you a mob, then you gotta make initial payment. We going hard, running back just like it's Walter Payton. The game sweet, gave all my niggas an occupation.
Hey. I'm so sophisticated. I gave all my niggas
so sophisticated. 100 million years, bitch, we made it.
Hey, little dweeb.
I'm so sophisticated.
Smoking weed, bust it open. I'll liquor later. I bust that open, then I'll tell her I'm a liquor later.
Pull out the stick and spray that bitch just like it's activator. Time to lay down these niggas who still be masquerading. We know you pussy, so you got my niggas masturbating. Round of applause, cause them choppers be so captivating. So sophisticated, cause them hits be calculated. Put your dick in the dirt, now you decapitated. I'm getting money, so you never hear me talking petty. Tatted on my stomach, rich forever, Machiavelli. 50 million, 100 million, it's accumulating. I'm the hottest and these other niggas coolin', ain't it? I got a bitch I'm fucking that you see on BET. My little Haiti shooters and have your ass on TMZ. Breaking news and we still get him for 10 a key. And if he faking, fuck him, tell him niggas
Tell
say
your
la
bitch
vie.
ass say la
It's the
vie,
mob,
faker.
so you gotta get initiated. If you a mob, then
I'm
you
trying
gotta
to
make
tell him,
initial
no,
payment.
get
We
on
going
me.
hard,
It's
running
Saturday.
back just like it's
Wake
supposed
the
to
fuck
pay.
up.
The game's sweet.
The world, America needs me. Maybach music. I love that shit. Where you hear that, nigga, you just sit back, light the blood, and chill out. Press what? Man, because you gotta follow rules and shit. Press what? No, fuck, that is my celebration day. I don't got birthday, I got celebration days. When I want to, nigga. Whenever I want to. You don't know nothing about it. Cause you gotta play around and go work for Gilbert Arenas. Like Kev get up here. That's the blessing, y'all. Fuck these trolls. Fuck them. Let them niggas throw away trash cans and be janitors of the system.
Nigga ain't freaking this shit right now.
Hold up.
Oh, that nigga ain't doing.
My bad, my bad.
Fuck that, there's a whole lot of paper. Got a youngin' in the bay that a key for a scraper. My whole team eating a lot of money on the table.
Lot of money on the table,
Got a whole
nigga.
lot of razors. Bring it to my hoes. There's a whole lot of acres. Think about to chase a bitch, I'm unable. Think about to chase a bitch, but I'm tired. Bitch think I'm coming home, but I'm not. Said I leave a drink alone, but I'm not. Let a nigga try me, he gon' die. Let a nigga try me, then it's a headshot. I got a red Glock, call it 5. Little bitch head proper, she a bad rocker in the head
Like
doctor, ain't gon'
mayonnaise
lie.
right there.
Heard a little nigga talking to the feds, he gon' need air doctor in the city. See my young nigga bust a nigga brain while I'm at a wave sipping on some Henny. Bitch, I was broke, going through some things, locked up in them chains, nobody has seen me a pin. A nigga got a little fame, they screaming my name and asking to take pictures with me. My mama keep asking what I'm getting into. I almost got caught with a pill at school. Riding with something that bigger than you, you ain't listening to me, what you listening to? Every night I gotta pray that I make it, they pray that I don't. Why the fuck they won't take me whenever I go? You will never replace me. Put holes in the folk nigga mad like Jason. Hey. Got a whole lot of haters. Fuck that, there's a whole lot of paper. Got a youngin' in the bay that a key for a scraper. My whole team eating a lot of money on the table. My cousin in the pen got a whole lot of razors. Bring it to my hoes, there's a whole lot of acres. Think about to chase a bitch, I'm unable. Think about to chase a bitch, but I'm tired. Bitch think I'm coming home, but I'm at. Said I leave a drink alone, but I'm not. Let a nigga try me, he gon' die. Let a nigga try me, then it's a headshot. I got a red Glock, call it 5. Little bitch head proper, she a bad rocker in the head doctor, ain't gon' lie. Shot got a red Glock, believe in headshots. You wanna take me, then you can try it. I put your big homie in the headlock, just a young nigga, but he know what I'm back. I got a lot of haters and a lot of paper, and them crackers, they want me to fry. But you know my lawyer tight, her name Claire White, she a real beast, ain't gon' lie. Hey, you see what I see, you will cry. All the shit I seen got me feeling old, matter what, take my life, you ain't taking my soul. Hey, I gotta stay with a pole, yeah. My dog in the minute, I miss him, I'm praying that they'll lose my dog in the system. Ain't tripping that I got a whole lot of haters, fuck it, I got a whole lot of pills.
Whole lot of them. Hey.
Got a whole lot of haters. Fuck that, there's a whole lot of paper. Got a youngin' in the bay that a key for a scraper. My whole team eating a lot of money on the table. My cousin in the pen got a whole lot of razors. Bring it to my hoes, there's a whole lot of acres. Think about to chase a bitch, I'm unable. Think about to chase a bitch, but I'm tired. Bitch think I'm coming home.
I love these little raps. I love this. It's just like my weekend release. Don't worry about it. On the weekends, I don't really be looking for support because you know, Kev gets support. And thank you. No, don't delete it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But they know where the support system at. They know all week we post. All week. Shout out to my man Taj. Why you didn't request a song? Plus what? Man, we got so much knowledge. We got some nigga the OODA loop. The thinking processor niggas. Press 1. Come on. Come on. We won. We won. That right there is the beginning of ascension. Right there. So you can sit around if you want to and pretend y'all out here studying when you just understood everything. I'm way in chapter 3 and 4. I'm about to start dropping the paperwork right now so you can download it and read it in class. Don't worry about it, because when it comes from you, then it's all boom. You don't need homework, leader. I got you. That's one. We're gonna tape these words. You're going to say them. You're gonna take these words and then you're gonna download it. You're gonna read it and say, "Wow, I understand what I just said." Press 1. Don't worry. This is the accelerated honor roll. This is the honor roll. You hear? You know? They can't stop knowledge and wisdom and principle and this great stuff. There's no rush. There's no rush. I'm not rushing you. I'm not rushing y'all. Chill out. We just smooth cruising. Just smooth cruising. Why? Because, bruh, how I broke down yesterday, the last 3 or 4 shows, I'm about to leave my phone lines open now. Hit the like button. After I realized these last 3 or 4 shows, mm, mm, mm. I said, oh, people are understanding. They beginning to realize it's more to it. It ain't just school. We goofing around listening to music. No, bro, listening to great commentary earlier in the morning. God, man, it's Kev Book Club. Let me be. I got me chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. I don't know where we left off. Maybe somebody can uh help me remember where we left off so I can continue to build. I would love to know that. Mm, mm, mm. I would love to know where we left off. And I'm up here looking for what I read and I got it up on my damn screen. All right, here we go. That's cold. I gotta work on the weekend, huh? That's cold. Hit the light. That's cold. Let me bring this up real quick. Programmed from birth, right? Oh, I'm not even on the screen. I thought I was up. So we talking programmed from birth. Let me see if I got the matrix little. Yeah. All right. Programmed from birth, blamed for the outcome. Do you have a different perspective on how Universe 25 operates? Being that you're not only a student, hold on, hold on. You are not only a student here, you are also a product of your environment that made it through. Press one, not consciously, but through competency, this level of understanding. Press one. You may be a little, but this level of understanding needs to be understood so we can move on. Programmed from birth, blame for others. I would love that. You can type your responses in the chat room as well. I'll be reading them. I can see them. That's like raising your hand. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm trying to see what the people understand. I was waiting on what the people understand. That's cool. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right. Cool. Anybody got an answer? What is the dang on OODA loop? What is it? What does it stand for? What is it? No, it is not my new military tactical team on my gaming channel. Press one. No, no, it is not Team UDA, and that's what we are over there. So if you want to play, press one. If you want to be a part of Team UDA, let me know, because we over there having a blast. Well, I am anyway as the sergeant. Enjoy that. Enjoy. I've been training for 3 days. Help me out. I've been writing these chapters, training for different things, racing, trying to get my credentials up. Still trying to get through the book of uh the word is law. What is it? I mean, who taking notes out there? Let me see. Y'all just pressing one. Let me see who taking notes. Thank you, Sheba. Thank you. I know I got a 7-second delay. That's y'all giving me 30 an hour, 20 minutes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I need to know if you're understanding. And from here on out, this is how I'm doing class. Yeah. Here we go. Mm-hmm. I'm doing class just like that. I could have put a statistical breakdown up, a poll up, and gave multiple choice, but no, I'm finna see just who paid attention. Let me see. Let me see. So it is. Let me see. Observe, orient, decide, act. Thank you for that. Those beautiful answers. And what is it? What actually is it? That's a name for what? Where did it come from? What is the who, what, where, when, and why when it comes to the OODA loop? What is it? Let's go with that. Starting with that. What is it? What is it used for? Who created it? Where and how it was used? And your answer. I would love to see this right here. This is great, especially on a Saturday. Let me see. It's a 4-stage decision-making framework developed by John Boyd. There we go. There we go. That's what this is from now on. We're gonna raise the bar. We're gonna raise the bar. Our answers gotta be within the construct of this right here. Observe, orient, decide, act. It is a 4-stage decision making framework developed by John Boyd. What is it, class? It is the OODA loop is the observe, orient, decide, act formula. What is it? It is a 4-stage decision making framework developed by John Boyd. See? There it is. That's honor roll class. This is what it's like. This is what it's like. Y'all answers got to be exactly what it is. I need to know off the bat if y'all paid attention. Shout out to these answers. And yeah, we are now in operation. All right. I would have just said it was it's the thinking process of man. Coined and called, but we have to be very understanding that, in class, this is about who, what, where, when, why, what it is, and we're going straight to it. That way we don't fall into distraction and all these other things when the question is direct. What is it? Who created it? I could easily say that's the mind of the white man. There's many different ways to say it, but in the mind of the white man. It's the mind of the white man. So we're gonna try to get as detailed, and we want our students like that. Those answers are great and help other students, even me. Like, yeah, exactly that right there, buddy. You feel me? It's tough. It's tough to change the brain, to develop new neurons to comprehend, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, right there. It just lets me know where we are. Yes, sir. I was going to say the process of how the mind makes decisions. That is great too. What else was y'all gonna say? What else was y'all gonna say? I'm eager to know. What else was y'all gonna say? Yes, process of how the mind makes decisions. That's also great. I need answers. I need to know comprehension in the process of how the mind makes decisions is observe, orient, decide, act. It is a four-stage decision-making framework by John. Well, what is that? Well, do your research. If you don't do your research, you won't. Are you gonna do any research? And what is it used for? What was this four-stage decision-making framework developed by John Boyd? What was that used for? Okay, leader says military. Okay, okay, y'all better huddle up. What? Hey, class. And this is a unit now. Everybody in class. Yeah, bungalows included. Yeah, niggas who believe in dinosaurs and shit. Everybody's included. There we go. No, fuck that. No, she really leader. Blame leader with this military shit. Who military? Generic ass answer. For sure. You. Now, the who, what, where, when, Lita. What wasn't the answer? A tool of psychological control. Okay, but what is it? What was it? A mind control experiment. And one royal purple. No, it's not a mind control experiment. And a tool for psychological control, slantly and slantly, period, period, yay, period, I. One. Come on, y'all. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. I believe I can fly. I can fly. I believe I can fly. Remember them songs? I believe you can fly. All right. There go Ali, Kobe Bryant, Robert Ory looking at a shot to make rapid, effective decision in fast-paced, competitive, or uncertain environments. Thank you, Ali. Thank you. That's the right answer. But all right, now that we moved up, because that's a beautiful answer. Now that we moved up, what was it used for? Lita said military. What was it used for? Shiva just retracted her answer. What was it used for? What was it? It was used as a strategic program for military for tactics when in distress. Uh, Military tactic used to defeat opponents. Okay, it's military tactics, right? And how the mind works in high pace, high speed processing in real time. Okay, so in combat, it was used in aerial. How do I know this? Because I'm now looking at old Navy footage of these things. So they used this specifically for aerodynamic and how to use fighter pilots and all of these things, how fighter pilots critically thought in high speed, critical situation in real time. So the decision making process that you guys were talking about earlier is the method in which it's received. It's filtered through 4 steps, as um, Shiva and Force Glory mentioned. It goes through the whole stages. Let me see. Originally developed for fighter pilots, and it is now applied in military strategy, business, cybersecurity, and crisis management to outthink and react opponents. Who are opponents in that system? Criminals. You got it, Ali. You got it. Well said, champion. Enemies of the state, criminals. Or whatever they would deem to be enemies of the state after the criminal. That's what. Okay. Used in disorienting and disassociation by accelerating decision making. Good answer, Todd. And it must be accelerated because it's in real time. You know, that's the program. So you have to slow it down. You have to think on the fly in a slowed down perspective. That they can call that bullet time. You know. So exactly. But originally developed for fighter pilots, it is now applied in military strategy, business, cybersecurity, and crisis management to outthink and outreact opponents. So from their perspective, it's like playing Simon Says. That's crazy. So in the world we live in today, that's the program AI manifest. Okay. It's always been there, analog, but digital AI has hit. And you would think it's alive, but AI is just a program. It's the same analog program made digital. It's not taking over things. It was always there. So if you feel, oh, the AI is taking over the world and you're like hyperventilating, well, think about what that mean to black people who was here before that, who whole country was destroyed by foreign occupation, and imagine that. So there's no room to like, oh man, what about this one? And what about that one? What about it? Get to it, prove your point, make a stance, and see if it matters. Or has it have white supremacy when digital? Yes, the Aryan white supremacists don't went digital, and that's where Neo went into. First one, you see, the world ended analogly in 1999 and reemerged in 2020 after 2021. Press one, he went through a whole process of shutting down old analog ways of doing things, enter the matrix. Enter the matrix, right? So Neo goes from analog life, the world goes from analog life to 0 point, 2000, 2001, the Big Bang, 9/11, and a new birth into the digital world. Not MK Ultra is just something they allowed for you to think like Epstein. That's the way the system works. It's been analog that been moved over to digital. You can call it MK Ultra, but in reality, it's just unconscious incompetency. It's a competency test, not a conscious test. See? They don't need to control you with cybernetic, none of that stuff. We're thinking too much. Slow it down. They're not thinking of MK Ultra or bringing none of these trigger turns of stigmata. I call them curse words. Usually, when the mind start thinking MK Ultra, they start putting a pinpoint of 19 when it was developing all of these things. When it's so far bigger than just that. MK Ultra is just a Palm Beach Pete in a way. Hey guys, Palm Beach Pete. It's the same type of bullshit, you know. Hey guys, Palm Beach Pete. Hey guys, me MK Ultra again. Oh yeah, we know about this. Candace talked about this one. Oh, Candace told us all about it already. You feel me? And we're not talking about MK Ultra. We're talking about the source of the issue. MK Ultra didn't start with the Navy, or didn't start with them bringing what's the Operation Paperclip and MK Ultra and the mind control. Yeah, the real mind control is not MK Ultra. The real mind control is anti-Brown versus the state. Press one. Versus the Brown Brown versus the Board of Education. Okay, we find it in here, not in the theatrics and the history. This is case law. This matters. This is source. The MK Ultra is put on the black mind and say, I hate myself. Hit the like button and subscribe. I picked the white doll. That was significant in the changing of the white supremacist matrix of Universe 25. Amen. Amen. So this is beyond the term MK Ultra. This is just the destruction of the black mind. Atoms bomb. Boom. That's one. Because education and segregation leads to undetermination. And these things in sequence leads to where we are now. Not by way of some program, MK Ultra, defined by redacted nonsense like Palm Beach Pete here. This is more white supremacist state of being called the United States of America Incorporated, amended laws and these things. This is the state of mind the black man must conform to. This is what he must, this is the process. If you're disoriented and don't know you're disoriented, you're hypnotized. And you don't find comfort in the life of hypnotism? Nigga, you think that's air you breathing and prep hard. You don't find comfort. Now, this will make you crazy. This will make us crazy. We don't find comfort in the lunacy. And Kev got to come with his small team of awakening individuals to say, hold on. Nigga, I ain't no goddamn animaniac, nigga. Trust me. Hit the like button and subscribe. I ain't no clown in no circus. No. Hold on. I like fooling around a little bit, but hey, you know. So we gotta really maintain that. Not, I understand but what we're studying here isn't MK Ultra. We are studying the psychotherapy of Universe 25, the undiagnosed remedy for Universe 25. That's what we looking for. We know all the conspiracy and the Illuminati for all the people out there. We know all the stories. Do we know the Earth flat? Okay, it's flat on Universe 25 right here. Cool. He got a dome over it too. Yeah, great job. Great job. We're moving right along. Where in law is the oracle? Who is the architect? What's going on here? Was a system developed to to throw our people in asylums because of their analysis test. Hit the like button and subscribe. Is Universe 25, was that a programmed event? Are those choices by Universe 25? Or what happened to them that it disorient their state of being, that their actions may lead to predetermined outcomes? Maybe we need to start looking into that. Yep. To where a kid can go from wearing a Hulkamania small backpack and Spider-Man shoes into a hardened criminal murderer by the age of 17, 18, mass murderers, gangbangers, terrorists. What happened to them? They will scribble, scrabble, tattoos on their face, and become serial robbers, serial murderers, serial killers, serial traffickers, selling off their sisters and daughters and aunties for crack, for prostitution. Why? What happened? In the community 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, was so fluent in trade, in this one, in that one. That is not because they wanted to go back and regress back into Neanderthalism and caveman beating. That just doesn't happen. And those events aren't selective to human beings, you racist bitch, to races. If that was to happen, we would all be just going down the pipe, ready to just end it all. Just fuck it. I might well put me on a rag and hang one out my pocket. If that's the case. I mean, they're treating the average person like they're inherently born evil, and they're the only one born with some sense of moral compass. But Kev don't found this OODA loop process that they've been using as a military strategic guerrilla warfare, global surveillance, nigga, Palatine, eagle eye ass tracking system. We know nothing about. We don't even think about it. Why? Because we don't put that. Ain't nothing for us to think about but the food and selling more $5 bags of weed. What? Hit the like button and subscribe. That's one. Exactly how to destroy Black America. Give them drugs, step back, watch them kill each other. It's programmed in the chemicals. They created the chemicals designed to make you crazy and stand on the street corner and a half opposed standing there, like you in the thriller, standing there. You see them in your community, they're standing there. They're not even looking at you. They looking through the ground. They just stuck in a ballerina move or some shit. One and a half pose, just staring at you, staring at the wall. Not staring. No, what I mean by staring, that mean the eyes are just open. They ain't staring at shit. That's one. That's what I mean. They not staring at shit. And I know foreigners can't understand that. They take notes, nigga. I said the opposite backward, but my people don't understand. What they staring at is nothing. They're not in there. There's one learn English, motherfucker. Nigga, I'm doing me. Y'all tripping. I ain't gotta learn English. You learn English. My English. Trust what? I mean many different things, homie. Which really mean you're not my homie anyway, piece of shit. But you would catch on to that. Hit the like button and subscribe. Program from birth, blame from outcome. Can the WOW program here at KevRow University prove this? Yes, by way of the ULU. When did the military, the Navy, gain control over you in your mind and want to contain you? Why would they want to do that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why would they want to do that? Why would the U.S. Navy in Rome, in the federal system, Rome, press one, want to impose themselves onto you, press one, to rob you and take everything from you by way of foreign militia and Roman insurgents, Moors, Latins, Spaniards, white people, Turks, all of them, Scandinavian, all of them as one. Roman, big, military, maritime, admiralty, law, nonsense. Press one. They want to make it like we was in World War I and II. We wasn't even allowed to fight for white people for World War I and II. They gave you over to Hitler and beat you. That was the slick move, huh? Oh man, we going through things. You getting a list in the military? All right, I'm here. Let's give all these niggas to the French. Huh? Let's just give them all to the French. Because we racist. Then all the black people became Nazis. When they joined the military, they fought with them. Then Selassie just gave up. Oh, then they took everything from you as tragedy of war. Then all of them came here. Big head Somalians, white people. After they tricked you into this and made you submit into Roman authority where you are black in law. The Moors don't like to bring this up because they are Romans. Moors are Romans. They're the Roman army. You're not a pirate. You didn't have any authority or something like there was some Moroccan Moorish something to even consider. What they create? Nothing. Shut up. But artwork. Nigga, that's just like a Mona Lisa. Put that down. Stop trying to tell stories and narrate. Let's stick to the history. Okay. History you can prove within legal mainframe, not Wonderland and Disneyland. And do you remember the time? Oh, I fell in love. Do you remember how we fell in love? We were young and get your ass. You get to teach it. Here they come. Do you remember how we running day? Seems like let you remember I could be when we was more. All the birds would snore. I could be. Do you remember? We set the stars. I can remember. I'm cool, cuz. No more Nibiru. No more green tablets. No more nothing. What? Fuck that shit. Daydreaming all day. In the street corner, got my niggas out here selling weed, talking about we melanated. You can't sell weed and be conscious. That's what I thought, but selling weed was conscious. They can sell weed and do anything if you're conscious. Competency, you can't do none of that shit. You gotta live a regular life. But fun. Nah. You can't have fun or nothing in consciousness. See, when you competent, you got time. And you set aside important things for your time. With consciousness, they just be daydreaming. That's the difference. Opening up their pineal gland, then they all gonna become that big thing in the Matrix. And then when Kev come around, they gonna say, "Oh, what do you want? True. Fuck your true. We don't need you." Press one. Yes, you do, nigga. Press one. You need me. They're like, "No, we don't. What are your terms? You want peace? Hell no. You can be stupid if you want to. Man, I want you to get the fuck away from me. Man, that's what I want. Leave me the fuck alone. Care what you do to them niggas. Leave me the fuck alone. Or I have to come back. You know what Ice Cube say? Come back. Don't make me come back, nigga. One, all you fucking weirdos, hive mind conscious beings that don't really know shit, think y'all intimidating. That's one. How you gonna be intimidating and you can't even get a job? You can't even keep a job. You work for Gilbert Arena. You picking trash. Shut up. Typing on your goddamn phone, pretending you bigger than you is, boy. Press one. Shut up right now. With your dumbass afro. Your dumbass haircut. Press one. This is dumb. You dumb with a good job or without. You just a dummy. Let Kenya Martin talk to you like that. Disorientate you. Go to bed. Take your ass in there and go to bed. And come back tomorrow. And when you grow up, you can come out that room type shit. Press one, because you're a little kid. Press one, you disoriented, young man. You disoriented. You living in a cube. Press one, come to KevRow, bro. I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like that, player. Shut up right now. Hey, come here, boy. I think it took his belt off. Hey, come here. Huh? Me? Yeah, that's what he said. Me? Ooh, I love this shit. I get to joke around and be the teacher at KevRow University. It's cold because the students come here and think they control. He got a $1.3 million job. We should all be haters. We should all submit until, and it turned out he just worked for Gilbert Arenas and he getting treated like boot camp. Press one. People always try to make it seem like their Walmart job is the best. Got a new job. Hopping this weekend. I'm finally off, people at Walmart. I'm finally off this weekend. About to turn up with my $12 bottle of nothing. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Y'all want to know something? I ain't finna snitch because Walmart don't watch my show. I hope they don't, because if so, I'll be snitching. One, I'll be snitching. I'm finna tell y'all something. Some new people. Hold up. Speaking of Walmart, press one. I just saw something. I took my trash out. Press one. I saw something. No, I didn't take the trash out. No, I didn't. I'll be lying. I forgot. I didn't take. I got my coffee. That's the reason why I was outside. To take the trash out. That's what I normally do. But I was getting my coffee, and bad decision. You know when shit happen, and the wrong person just see you. What? I come out the crib, grab my coffee. See Walmart coming in with this big ass TV. She looking at me like, I'm like, oh, she only looking at me like I'm gonna take shit. I'm like, I get my coffee. Thank you, sir. Enjoy the rest. Great. Right. Go right there. And she set it down by the apartment, the new people that just moved in. I'm like, wait a minute. Walking back, like, where that TV girl go? Right? I'm nosy to the motherfucker. Where that TV? This one. Where she go? Go to her crib where they just moved in. Her and her moms. She worked at Walmart. Like, oh, that's the daughter of the new people who just moved in with a Walmart vest on, y'all. Delivering a Walmart TV to her mama. Like, she just super ubered. I just, look, you about to be on Don't Do Bad Things show. I know it is. I know you about to be on my new program, Don't Do Bad Things. Get fired. New TV. Probably just got that job. That's how adults do. Probably just got that. She looked at me like, she didn't set it down. When I said, where did the TV go? I see her. The TV is missing and she's locking the door. I said, oh shit, that wasn't Walmart Uber. That's the girl. Don't tell me your ass is stolen. I look at her. She look at me. She tried to cut back the other way. And I stuck like, damn, if I go that way, I'm going to look like I didn't just lock my door, put the TV. He already like, I put extras on shit. See? I don't even know you. Look, good nigga. She was fucked up, discombobulated. Got the He's yelling a little bit. He's yelling from she was on that type of time for a second. It came in. I just looked. No, God is good now. And bye. She passed. He had to go back to the parking lot, pass by my seat. She walked on that side. Listen. She was walking fast. People who not supposed to be stealing, they don't know how to act when stealing TVs from work. They be like, busted. Me, I'll be like, great job, ma'am. I don't be talking to nobody. I think you're great. Blessings. I pretend I'm talking to the window, huh? No. You plug it up. No, it's just a simple cord. It's right there in the box. Yeah. Sir, how are you? That's how white people do it. It looked normal in there. What the fuck? Don't tell me you just stole a TV. TVs is so cheap at Best Buy and Amazon right now. on spring sale, nigga. Listen to me. You know I'm on, nigga. You know I'm on looking for TVs, BDs, ripped up, motherfucker. Man. Don't tell me you just risked your job for $175. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna see the police come back here and remove that TV because Walmart got surveillance, Palantir type camera. Don't risk your job for TVs, man. Don't do this shit, y'all. Y'all quit gritting these crimes. Come to school, man. Because you always gonna get seen. And when you get seen, it's gonna be something that is like, not for $175. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I'ma give y'all an update anytime now in the future. I'm an update. I probably vlog the news coverage because this is coming. And remember, I said this. Walmart's coming for that $175 is not the retail full price your ass about to get charged with and lose your what $175 TV. That's not what it's gonna say on that paperwork in front of that judge. And this may be taken or you did sister, you know what they come with? Probation and shit. Trauma. You can't do shit. You like, all right, I'm grown now. State be like, get your ass to bed. You ain't grown. You don't even you pretend. See? Can't lose my job. No shit like this. I'll be damned if I get caught stealing this TV out my job. When I come to work every day, I can use this like it's mine. But it's not mine. But I can use it like it's mine. I can borrow it. Because one, I just can't take it home. You know, that's why I come to work early. So I can borrow it for long periods of time. That's why it's not mine, bro. This camera, not mine. I'm borrowing. Give it back. Give it back. Press one. Hit that like button. That's just my OODA loop. I'm sorry, but it works for me. It works for me. Ask me about it later. But yeah, man, that's how my OODA loop works. Hey, this is mine. So my next question is, how does the OODA or the process of Universe 25 affect us legally? Hit the like button and subscribe. These are the questions for the week. How does my OODA loop functioning, and how does it affect Universe 25? Remember, it's a case study. Remember that. We studying ourselves. What happened when the rats start studying themselves? I ain't never seen no shit like that. That's not part of the plan. What if the rats start self-governing? Press monk. What if they said we're headed for self-destruction? We need to self-identify these issues that's leading to the inevitable. What's the inevitable? What's the inevitable of Universe 25? Yeah, bro, Ezel. what's the Universe 25? What's the program? See, like the person. They OODA loop was fucked up. They know. I just saw it. They made a motherfucking disoriented situation. It's set in stone now. Incompetence of what? Who, what, where, when, and why? That's the thing. Incompetence, correct. But it's an unfinished sentence. Incomplete. Correct, yet incomplete. Correct. Yet incomplete. Hit the like button and subscribe. Is law affiliated with the process of the OODA loop? Is the OODA loop process militarily thinking affiliated with amended law? Give me something. Give me something. This is where you shine. This is where you shine. Give me something. Hold on. Hold on. Let's answer it. I'm going to point you all in the right direction. Is non-compos mentis, hold on, don't say you know the answer now. Is non-compos mentis associated with the disoriented state of mind? Is non-compos mentis capacity, competency, all affiliated with a disoriented state of mind? And what happens? Okay, I'm gonna wait for the rest of the class. And what happens if, when the mind is disoriented in legal terms? Let's say during the process of non-compos mentis, capacity, competency in a disoriented mind. How does that affect you legally within the construct of the matrix? It makes a person in need of someone to make decisions, hold on, for you legally. It makes a person in need of someone to govern over their affairs, to be no head of household. For now, the state runs your household. Probably where, if you're deemed incompetent, they can lawfully say you're a lunatic, which makes you a minor slash state property. What about land law, Ollie? What happens when you're a lunatic and can't govern over your own affairs? Now we're talking. See, this is dialect. This is conversation. What happened? Well, in civil law, what can happen to you? In Roman civil federal law, incomplete, incomplete, alien, alienation, alienation or criminal, incomplete. Look, complete sentence. A lunatic cannot hold rights to property, so it's a forfeiture of responsibility. Boom. See that? Boom. Legal. Legal. A lunatic or an incompetent child, minor, or grown person cannot hold rights to property. So it is a automatic forfeiture of responsibility. Then we go over to what other people have said. Rights can be, see, another sentence. Look, another sentence. Rights can be alienated if a whole nation can be deemed competent, dead as a status, incompetent, alive yet incompetent, dead as a status, then you need to be taken care of. If the governor of California holds parent patrie over black people, they all gonna turn into gangbangers. Why? Because the governor upholds the system alone that was created for them to live comfortably in a disoriented state. So, no, the governor wouldn't want that individual to come out of that state. How much does he get a year? And the contracts are worth what? Of course not. So they must govern over you. You want to know why you got gangbangers? You want to know why you got a process like Universe 25, a failed safe proof system directly to prison? Because the state administrators fraudulently make money off of the incompetence of every incompetent, frozen, trapped in trauma child we see in the system. LA Unified School District, doesn't matter what school district, doesn't matter. You see it like I see it. If you're in Universe 25, there's a reason why the children are being processed through the school system this way. They found out that if they segregate you, this would happen. They knew this because the remedy in Brown versus the state, the board versus Brown versus the Board of Education proved it. Accept it. So how did you go back to redlining communities where black kids are segregated and not think that what was discussed about poverty, product of your environment, really meant when it came to Brown versus the Board of Education? You see, the remedy is if that's what they're learning, and this is curriculum, and this is America, and we're all American, then why segregate? Why redline? Why? That's where the head start is given for foreigners as white status to get ahead of you. They can come in adapting a theatrical form of American nationalism, and they're not even American. They uphold systems they're not even from here. They just learn English. and then tell you, the trapped in trauma individual who's from here, whose civil right and civil law was formed here off the back of these individuals, then in turn tell them to pick themselves up. And you, wait. That they are the reason why you even got a visa or immigration or a civil status or any form of, and you turn your back on these individuals. Press one. If great answer. Yes, sir. And the courts use the process of OODA loop to analyze human behavior in a very similar structure way when determining responsibility, liability, is intent. Yes, this is how the courts operate. So if you're stuck and you're disoriented, and this is how the system works, no wonder why you're in prison. No wonder. Because in an adolescent state, there was no self love, and you had to adapt to what you saw. You internalized it, listened to music, saw the movies, saw what was going on the outside, and internalized it and thought that was you. And you did what anybody else would do, and you adapted to it, became it. All decisions made like they was your own. No, that's just a part of the rat race. See, in Universe 25, there's a whole system at play. Press one. There's a whole system at play that was created for you to live that way. That wasn't your decision. They said, we gonna have a group of niggas that we need to take care of. See, because they own everything. And so we must destroy them and raise their children in a world filled, and they will be trapped in trauma. What happened when you're a child trapped in trauma growing up in a white man's world and you're black in Roman civil law? Oh, yeah, you're trapped in trauma. Big time. Your OODA loop begins to process and survive. In that stage, frozen in time, the body may grow, but the mind of the child is still frozen at the age they were when they were traumatized. So all these black people you see going to prison, committing these murders and serial killers, they wasn't always serial killers. They wasn't always doing drive-bys trying to kill 5 of them at the same time. That's serial killing. That's King Bond. King Bond wasn't always King Bond. Press one. They pumped that shit up to people who they deem as adults, and boom, here you go. But no, that person's still a child, mentally. So their decision-making skills is disoriented. If they was to take the dog test as children, these are the children that chose the white dog. Yo, King Von, you're this one in that one. Your favorite gangbanger chose the white dog. Your favorite, this one. Your favorite drug dealer. Your favorite murderer. Your favorite, this one. They all chose the white dog. The white mind. Acceptance. Trauma. Never come out of it. Press one. They all chose this. The white dog. They see no love No self-reflection. When Nipsey said this, he said, when you go out hunting as a gangbanger, you looking for somebody who look just like you to kill him. He said, I need y'all to really process that. No, I really need you to process it, mean understand where that came from. It came from the Clark's psychological evaluation of you killing yourself. He looking to kill somebody who look just like him, who walk like him, talk like him, and they say, there we go, right there. It's not just music, this is life. There you go, right there. And where does that come from? That come from what the Clarks, and that come from a pre-programmed Universe 25. It's education, self-love, self-respect, self-dignity. That ends everything. And you say, we practice that. No, you don't. You believe in nationalism. No, you don't believe in self-respect. You love Adolf Hitler. You love evil too. No, you don't. Y'all just made a song called We Love Hitler Was Sent by God. No, he wasn't. That's what Jay-Z made him say. Epstein, God loves him too. No, he don't. No, he don't. God hates evil. Evil shall be purged, buddy. You can't change nothing. You not going against no grain. I don't care if people like you or not. If they think you cool, you don't signed up for the wrong team, buddy. No matter. We gonna give your blueprint to J. Cole, have him drive around in the Honda Civic and steal your whole blueprint, boy. Now get out there and say evil is good. And good is just person internalizing their chakras or some shit. Press one. People just corrupt themselves, want to be a part. They look up to corruptors, so they want to be a part of corrupted people. And then when they find out that their heroes will take their soul from them and give it to somebody else as if that blueprint is theirs to give, I would never hit that like button and subscribe. That's crazy how y'all knew what I was talking about. Facts. And that's what it's like. You know, you better say they good. God sent them. Yep. So yeah, all the daydreaming in the world can't help y'all. Y'all little soldiers out there, they gonna fold under pressure. The people who make them fold won't even come my way. You searching for them, and you already got the gifts and the talent. You looking for them. You looking for them to validate you through their system and won't create your own, even though yours is already created. You just got to keep going. See? I'm not stopping midway to give it to you, busters. Press one. You got to want this. You got to earn this. You want this CD right here? Oh, my work? You want this? This is my intellectual property here. This ASCAP type shit. This is my intellectual. No, not YouTube tricks or nothing. This mine. Mine. Yup. This whole system, how I even did this, is mine. You got to go get yours. What's your system? Right? And it took me many years to get to proving my point. Forget making $1 million or having 100,000 subscribers. Nigga, I got a point to prove. This is how we was done. I'm not just here. I ain't no gang. I don't even like gangbangers. They terrorists to me. They just terrorize. Gangbangers are these people, super soldiers, trapped in trauma, here to persuade you that you a criminal, and really they part of the system. They get federally funded to keep you in that mentality. Hashtag Munchie B, the whole black community, the whole projection of what you supposed to be in. That's cool. That shit dumb. A bunch of niggas hanging out with nothing to do. Press one, like children, like babies, kids, as adults, needing validation from one another just to do some more scandalous shit. Press one. I'd rather chill by myself. Listen, the way the internet work now, you make friends. You make friends on the internet. You make friends on the Xbox, goddammit. Press one. You do not need to hang out and do nothing and be trapped in trauma. You should be okay. If you gonna isolate, make sure it's for you and you not trapped and compartmentalized like the rest of these dudes, glamorizing their captivity. Trapped grown men trapped in trauma, arguing for the white man for a paycheck. Arguing with the dumbest shit you ever heard of in competency. Press one. I don't prove already without even reading, without going into detail. This is freestyle right now. Non compos mentis. The OODA loop, Universe 25. And this understanding is the remedy. So if you got a son, this is your book. That's why I bought all the camera equipment and developed a production company and starting to hire people who can do these things and help me build. Yeah. So your son and my sons and daughters and your sons and daughters can say, no, that's what's wrong with them. They was, yeah, because we got a lost cause. And we got a lot of victims. A lot of people just gonna be, they just gonna, unfortunately, by the wayside mentally, you know. So those of y'all who daddy, where my daddy at, mama, or why we live this way, you'll be able to explain to the young man rather than repress his questioning, his inquiry. Mama, why they always calling me nigga? Oh boy, you letting that stuff get to you. You are a nigga. That's what mother say. You are. Go on outside, nigga, little nigga. Look at the stepdaddy. The stepdaddy come in, hey, little nigga. Hey, little nigga, the homie. What's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? Now you're a nigga. What does that do? Reinforce the environment, call it culture, like and he fall right into the OODA loop of law, prison, records, actions, decision making, 25 to life. You just convicted him, little nigga. You just convicted the little nigga. You just got him. You got him. You got him. You just sold him a life. You said this is life, little nigga. This is what it is, little nigga. 4 years old, you little nigga. This and hey, you ain't taught him nothing else but little nigga. Now what he watch ain't motherfucking ABCs or nothing. It's motherfucking watching reruns of Boys in the Hood with you. Nigga ain't listening to Idly Brothers. Nigga listening to the most corrupt things that you can do to disorient the next generation and cause them to what? Walk in the liquor stores, getting orange juice on credit, saying that's okay. The little Hindu man, they got the police scanner camera right there, just watched you all ass every day. Don't buddy, come back, pay me $2 whenever you feel like it. You piece of shit. That's what he said when you piece of shit. That's why we are going to take over your community. Take the orange juice. Take the orange juice. I will take the other purpose. Press one. No, I'm gonna take your real estate. I'm just looking for your house. You gonna sell your grandmama house? Trust me, you gonna sell it, or the bank gonna take it for $400, and you only make the taxes every month. You got welfare, you ain't paid the $13 taxes, so you lost grandmama house. Asian bank come and picked it up for $400. But one unpaid taxes for 15 years with your dumb ass. You outside destroying somebody else's property, taking their children from this world like you just a governor, like you just governed. No, you're going to prison too. You're out of here, buddy. You're going life. And then they doing YouTube in prison like it's a normal fun thing to do. Hey, I had to tap in with my niggas right here in jail. Prince One selling more dreams, more drink, trapped in a OODA loop. Niggas can't even. What's the process of jail? What's the glamour? You don't get dental assistant. None of them got any retirement plan. They don't know what to do. They just help kill each other and force the next generation off to prison. Yep. They don't got nothing to do. Nothing at all. They won't go get jobs. They won't go. You can take all the Mexicans home. These niggas gonna stand out and be predictable. The job wide open. Taco stand just sitting there burning. Tacos sitting right there. Whole line of people. Nigga ain't even bust a move. Nigga like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't no slave, cuz. On West Side Hoover, I ain't finna do none of that. Stand out in front and learn no trades. Home Depot say all the Mexicans is gone. Come get free AC training and all of these things to better your life. Them niggas, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't trying to get electrocuted, cuz. You know what happened if you can fix that refrigerator and it's plugged up to the wall? That's the end, blood. Well, but you about to end yourself anyway. You might as well try to drive a truck. Well, might as well. It ain't gonna hurt. You here do that. It ain't gonna hurt. That's why you might as well drive a truck. Nigga, you might as well just go get a regular job. That's when $10, $15 selling weed is not gonna get it no more. Risking 10 years mandatory for $10 is not a good exchange, little man. Trading a Butterfinger for a year in jail is not fair trade, sir. Trading any part of your life for amounts of money that relate to what you can buy a plate of ribs and shit for at a party is not the business. You do better saving up your money, developing a trade, and nigga going 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 for the gusto, bruh. You feel me? You cannot be 45, 50, 35, 30 playing around as no black man trapped in Universe 25. You're going, buddy. And when I say you're going, it's my slogan for you're going to be OODA looped. What's that, Kev? Well, first of all, you trapped in trauma. So therefore, your decision making skills. See, I can explain it to a nigga. No. Your decision making skills. That's one is going, see, now we picking up format. That's why I said talk to me. So I can learn to format this with my students. I don't exist without my students. X. So that's the art. Look, little dude, look, you trapped in trauma. What you mean? You listen. Make you do the things that you do. I just my mama rent need to be paid, and my mama said press one, and then I ain't got, and then that's everything you about to say, and you did name, and you gonna name is survival mode. You just been living in survival all this damn time. Let me explain what this is. Okay, so risk versus reward, kinda. Oh, decisions made from a disoriented state of mind. Well said. Well said. Trading a Snicker bar worth of nonsense for that's not a fair trade. Competency versus conscious. Conscious just mean you walking around. Competency combined with on top of conscious. See, just because you alive, that don't mean you alive. You walking around brain dead. You's a zombie. You need somebody to govern over you. That's why niggas feel like they go to jail. They going. That's like going home. The ultimate place for a criminal is behind bars, where they got to be told to wake up, brush their teeth. What age is that? Wake up, brush your teeth. Okay, now get in the shower. Okay, now there's the bathroom. Go right there. All right, now watch a little TV. Now read. Now eat your food. What age is that, y'all? That's the same age they are. They were traumatized. They didn't even pick this up. This is when a child gets his core value. So now you just in jail, aka the Navy ship. I'm gonna call it the Navy ship, not the slave ship, because it's really a naval court. It's Navy. It's the Navy. Press one. That's why I said I'm gonna show you how to walk on water. You're not ready. You want to fly. I'm gonna show you want to fly. Now learn this one. You want to fly? All right, you want to walk on water. What more you want? What more you want to do? All right, this little law, the little maritime water law, right here. Then you got to rise above that. You can't be submerged by amended water laws. This ain't water world, nigga. You see, if you in water world, they can freeze you. Water is and ice is the same element. Submersion and frozen is the same thing. You see, Kev know a little. So I know I got F's and everything, but I was paying attention. I was just playing. So frozen in time is only happens if you would submerge. You can't be frozen under the sun. Hit the like button and subscribe. You can't be frozen under the sun. You can only be frozen underwater. They don't understand why the ice cap's melting. Nigga, you can't be frozen underwater. Okay? You know how ice cubes raise to the surface? They got to keep you frozen though. But now it's time to thaw out. You got to thaw out. That's the problem. You got to thaw, and you got to go back and go get the little dude who's trapped in trauma. You got to go get him because he is you, and he is you and them and us, and we got to go back and get them. Why? Because that's the only way you're gonna change. And you got to be honest about this process. This is a strategic process. The system itself is that naval system, all amended illegal law, all against what my forefathers said is unconstitutional. You deprive me from life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness at a state where I was most vulnerable. See? That's lawful. That's judgment. I want your damn reparation for no damn slavery. I want reparation for what you did to me. Hit the like button and subscribe. Let the people come back and claim their reparation. Let Africa have it. I want what you did to me. See? You prevented me from life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And that's what Roman law does. It protects its predators, its setup artists, and it hands down specific judgment of the law to regular people who who grew up in a fail-proof system that sends them and wants them and capitalizes off of them being in that state of mind. Billions and trillions of dollars is made off of this little black child being trapped in trauma. And yes, I'm saying it. Not only are they trapped in trauma, they don't recognize that they're really in a prisoner of war camp, operating under naval occupation of maritime admiralty laws that are against my sovereignty and yours too. I ain't no damn turtle. I ain't living on the back of no turtle. I'm living right here on this goddamn land. Right there. Hit the like button and subscribe. I ain't living flying around for Nubaru. I'm not waiting around for Nubaru or nothing else. Right here under your damn democracy lies the republic on which it stands, one nation under God, press one. With liberty and justice. That's what you told this little nigga sitting right there in that. What you said. I'm just here to help you uphold your oath. That's what you said to me. I was right there with you. Yep, buddy. So no, I'm not giving you the basic knowledge. This is the beginning of something new. No, I'm not giving you the let's pledge to a federal slave system and help and just by becoming a new identity, and it ain't gonna treat my symptoms or the symptoms of what was going on with that has poisoned my people. This problem has to be dealt with because more black men and childlike individuals are in prison than on the street walking around, and that should scare you. If you don't see that, you don't see a white man's world. You don't see the Aryan and the Indian and the Asian and the Turk and the this one, and they're all one in confederacy against this child, even the Jews. They need this child on welfare. They don't need him to be dependent and run his program. They need him. So what do? They take away what's most important: their self-love, self-dignity, fill their minds and their culture and their neighborhoods full of traumatizing events, movies, production, Weinstein, Epstein's governmental money going to fund this psychology. And the key word that breaks it all down, shut up, bitch. Y'all niggas need to stop beefing. Shut up, bitch. Trigger word. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody dead. Yeah. Keep it real. Shut up, bitch. That's all they know. Little nigga. Shut up, little nigga. Shut up, bitch. I'm a grown ass man and ain't paying no bill. Don't even know what it's like to have a brain to pay the water bill. To know to schedule the water bill need to be paid tomorrow. Remember one? I forgot yesterday. But what happened yesterday? I spent all the money up drinking beer. Smoked it all up with crack. I just made an irrational move yesterday. I just spent it. I was hanging out with them little niggas from across the street, remember? Man, they said, let's go get some alcohol. When I get there, guess who had the money? I have nothing. Why you tell them you had money when you know you supposed to pay the rent? See, that's the problem with you. You always question the authority. You need to submit. Nigga, submit to what? You just spent the money. Go fuck your homies. Best one, go fuck your homies, nigga. Y'all go ahead, bro. Y'all should live together, bro. That's wild, G. That's not competency. That's mama. See? See? It ain't Masons. Now listen to me. It's my son. Ma. M-A. Young Ma. Ma. They're not Masons. They little my sons. That's why I said these is my sons, not hers. I'm going whoop their ass. I'm going to give them some teaching. They can't resist. Yeah, they going to be laughing in the background, snirkling and snickering, but that's what little kids do when they can't say nothing. I could whoop their ass, take the belt off, and send them, but you know, they got rights for grown-ass kids getting verbal ass whooping. And these little motherfuckers don't develop rights for themselves to where you don't say that against me. Narcissist. You must be a Capricorn. These niggas got all type of feministic ways. Best one. And then the women want you to be like them. So you don't stand in your power. And they gonna say that's toxic. Oh, they say that's toxic right there. What's toxic? Your obedience is toxic. Words like obedience and submit. That's your problem, not mine. See, I obey and I submit all the damn time. One especially for my favorite bowl of grits. That's one, so y'all ain't finna get me with this old bullshit, psychological bullshit y'all do to other niggas. Hit the like button. I'm not Pookie Ray Ray, and I'm not just conscious. I'm alive through competency. Press one. See how I explain that? They say, Kev, slow it down. If I do, I'll be incompetent. And that would be uncivilized. I like to talk, nigga. Fuck what Jackie Chan said. I ain't full of shit. I like to talk. Let me set a standard. I'll be the only nigga worth talking. That's when every word, every fucking bar, nigga, is gonna be worth something. I don't just talk. Hit the like button. Y'all don't got too used to niggas just talking. And you can tell them niggas anything. Shut the fuck up, nigga. All you do is talk. See, but Kev, I talk, and then watch it, I will be done. Watch it, thou will be done. Watch that one. And you don't want to get in that one, nigga, way. First one, nobody he with. Nobody who think like this. I just say me. Because I'm me. Man, you, say you. First one. KevRow. Yeah, you got to get out this Ice Cube. You got to get out of Ice Cube's box. Remember Ice Cube? It was the reason why you frozen in time. Remember that music? Remember the little black boy? Huh? Yeah, I just stood him upright, put him in here, fail-proof system. That's the little black boy who got the lethal injection with the headphones after Ice Cube sealed him in. Press one with his gangster music and Ice-T and the rest of these people who froze you in time using traumatic events they help orchestrate with white people Epstein Jewish money. You can't tell me that ain't Kabbalah, nigga. Don't get mad because I can see you was a player in pulling that off. Nigga, hit the like button and subscribe. That's y'all with these record deals, which is really frequencies that keep you frozen in time. Hit the like button and subscribe. Validating everything around. I don't let this shit validate me. Easy work. Easy work. So competency, non-compos mentis, all of it. Within this OODA loop, I'm able to prove all of my work, not just one of them. I'm going through all of my books saying, whoa, these must be revised. Plus one. People got to understand one thing, y'all, about this OODA loop and the way it works. You know, how they coined the mind to work. All right? It's just not a behavioral cycle. It's a feedback system. The outcomes it produces are used to justify its continuous operation, which Shiva brought up. Court use this for this, you guys. If a pattern emerges, the system interprets that pattern as confirmation of its assumption. It doesn't always have to question whether the pattern itself is a result of the system's influence. This is how cycles become reinforced. The system sees what it expects to see. And when it becomes evidence of its accuracy, it's applied. Got you. Now consider the implication of this. If a system contributes to the conditions that shapes the behavior and then uses that behavior to validate its own conclusion, it creates a closed loop. Within that closed loop, change becomes difficult because the system is continuously confirming itself. This is not conspiracy. This is failed structure. It is a natural outcome of feedback operating without sufficient external correction. This is where historical and legal correction become necessary. Moments such as Brown versus the Board of Education represent interruptions in the system's loops. These case laws are the point at which the system is forced to reevaluate its own assumptions or come to terms of its own Aryan supremacy program. Prior to that decision, segregation was not only practiced, it was legally justified. The system functioned according to its own rules, but those rules, when examined through the lens of this sister and brother, Mr. and Mrs. Clark, of fairness, of equality, and love, were found to be insufficient. Press 1. What changed was not the law, it was the interpretation of the law. The court recognized that the existing structure produced outcomes that were inconsistent with the principles it was meant to uphold. White supremacy. This is the role of the intervention. It is the moment when the loop is examined from the outside rather than accepted from within. Thank you for not accepting me, but also thank you for letting me in, champion. My framework introduces another layer to this analysis through the concept of capitis dominio maxima. In its original form, this doctrine represented the complete loss of legal status, black in law, an individual no longer recognized with the same rights, identity, or standing. While not directly applied to this system and accepted as a way, press 1, it proves a powerful lens to understanding how status affects participation in Roman civil law. When recognized is limited, access is limited. When recognition is limited, access is limited. When access is limited, outcomes are affected and produced. If individuals are operating within the systems that limit their ability to fully engage, understand, or navigate those systems, then their decisions must be viewed within that context. This does not eliminate responsibility, but it reframes it. It asks whether responsibility is being measured accurately or whether it is being assigned based solely on outcome. This is the beginning of the rebuild because once this loop is identified, it can and will be examined. Once it is examined, it's adjusted, but it cannot be adjusted from within the same level of understanding that created it. It requires a higher level of awareness, a recognition that behavior, environment, and systems are interconnected. Press one, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. Hold on, real quick. I gotta throw you on. Yo, are you on? Something happened. I'll be tripping. All right, can you hear me? Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay, what's on your mind, champ?
I gotta call it in, sir.
What's good? What you
About the
call it in?
about the OODA loop.
All right, what about the OODA loop? Or go
What it
ahead,
is,
go ahead.
what I've learned, like you saying, like people saying, I gotta speed it up. All right, OODA loop. All right, we got observe, orient, orient, decide, action. The process of the mind that to keep us in this loop and how it operates. Um, one word that you use, let's autocracy. Let me go back to it, kid. You hear me good?
Say again. I can barely hear you, but
All right,
yeah,
hold on. Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yeah, I want to go back to your action about the OODA loop, and then the stood out that helped me to understand. better.
Okay, and what's that word?
Uh, that word is autonomy. Okay,
Autonomy.
autonomy, not auto. I said autonomy. Yes, sir. All right, they kept saying it in the lecture. Autonomy. So I'm like, what is that? Just trying to understand what the all right.
The OODA loop.
Autonomy. I'm
The,
gonna read.
the OODA loop is the process in how the human mind works. It's just a term. Go ahead.
So we got observe, decide. That's the process. And then it says it was using the word autonomy. Autonomy is the captivity. I'm sorry, hold on, let me read that again. Autonomy is the capacity for self-governance, independence,
Right.
and the ability to make free, rational decisions,
There you got it.
values rather than external control.
Yes, sir.
So, what using the OODA loop proper input gives you autonomy. But if you're using the OODA loop with bad input, or incorrect input, You will be externally controlled, externally governed. That's how they can statistics and understand which way you're going. We're gonna predict that hell because you're an external control with bad input. Like you was giving different examples. Uh, watching these movies with the wrong perspective. I don't want to go to work. I'm a thug. I'm a gang. I, I hit the street
I'm
code.
a vagabond.
I'm a vagabond. Straight up. I'm not responsible. I can't govern myself.
I can't govern
I'm a
myself.
criminal.
I'm a criminal. I live a thug life,
So
losing my focus, baby. I'm troublesome.
for real, now that's disorienting.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So just what you mean by that to help me to understand. And like you showed us from the beginning, learning the term autonomy. Set up is open.
Now hold up.
Whole,
Are you telling me I'm teaching people real autonomy?
yes, sir. Pieces of real.
What type of doctor is that? Jesus Louise. That's psychological? Wow.
Yeah, that's psychological. Real. Exactly, Kev. I had to call in and just tell you like what at first. Dang, I'm trying to understand the subject, but it ain't take too much. Do studying and look at the term, and boom, now
Now, how does the program running that system affect Universe 25 and the inhabitants when it comes to, let's say, non compos mentis, capitis dementio, maxima, these different laws in which right and privilege and even status can be stripped to you, from you?
what we give you with input, your decisions, and that's how the mind works. So, all right, if we give you back, as in, you bad input on having a criminal mind, you observe criminality in your, and we make it like that, then your mind is gonna process and make it in your action criminal, and that makes you not, and then we keep you in that loop, and we tell you black, uh, civilly dead, black people act
Why do you think
because it's what the whole you can't govern yourself. You can't be over. We gonna be over you. You're gonna be a minor forever.
you gonna be what?
Forever a minor. And guess what? You need somebody over. You can't govern yourself, so we're gonna govern you and everything.
Do you get a
And
tax?
all the
Do you
right.
get a tax subsidy for governing over people and individuals like that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I need that. I need that. I'm helping too many people not to get that.
You
Uh-uh.
need
Mm-mm.
you, you
Mm-hmm.
deserve
I need the knowledge of that. I need to learn how to do that because I'm helping too many individuals with proof.
proof. Man, you a woman, that's a healer. You giving an understanding what Hey, go out and be great. Standing. You, what's been done to you, how it's been, and how you can overcome.
It's a doctor. Ali Ware sent something in the Cash App. He said, "For doctrine and philosophy of autonomy."
Here we go. And the truth, autonomy.
Say it again.
And the truth shall set you free, make you free.
Shall make you free. You said that's autonomy.
Yes, sir.
How you say that?
Because of the definition of a
Read it. Read it again. Read it again. They didn't
I'm
hear
about
you. They. I didn't. I didn't hear you, but I'm blaming it on them. They didn't hear you.
all right. Autonomy is the capacity of self-governing, independence, and the ability to make free
The
personal
ability to
decisions.
make free.
The ability to make free.
Now, Taz wrote a book called "Give Us Free." Would you tell him where the freedom is? Go ahead, bro.
Autonomy,
There you go.
given the understanding of proper input in the OODA loop. All right. So
What's
and
the
I don't
what's
all
the
right, look,
what's the books I told people to get?
you said get Black's Law Dictionary,
Mm-hmm.
1828,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and then the five books.
Then the five
And
books of Gillespie.
now the word is law.
The word in his law. That's all you need.
And then that's gonna to be
That's
able to put the proper input
that's the
to the OODA
Gillespie
loop.
law. Say it with me. The Gillespie's law of self-governance.
Let's be the law self.
One more time.
Yes,
That should
sir.
sound good. That just sound
Self
Proper self-government by Kevin Gillespie.
Yes, sir. And they always talking about can't have sovereignty, autonomy. Because this, all right, look, that's, all right, it says autonomy applies to individuals, organizations,
Uh-huh.
self governing states. All right, key synonyms meaning words the same thing, including independent, self determination, self rule, sovereignty, and freedom. And the truth shall make you free, shall make you have autonomy. And the truth of the OODA, what it really is, what kind of input you put into the OODA, with your mindset, what your environment determines what you put. It's lawful to be what the status. You're gonna be a criminal if you put criminal if you have that type of environment.
So the right conditions must be created for self-government and self-governance.
Yes, sir.
You need
Yes, sir.
proper self-governance.
Because if I feed myself uh, straight gummy bears, I'm not gonna come out right. So right, right things into my body. Same thing with the mind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm like, wow. To catch up to what you saying and the proper understanding. You was telling us this is the most important thing right here.
Say it again.
They have to be telling us this is the most important thing here. You need to learn it, understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I'm like, this is the process the mind goes through. This is how they keeping the remote control. You not you think you
What?
got freedom,
That's what they're
but
keeping
you
the remote
don't.
control of themselves. This is not what
Exactly.
they're using to keep control of yourself. This is on autopilot. This is the mind
Right.
process of of every individual. You're doing it.
Right.
See,
So they don't have
I'm hearing they. The system is set.
okay.
You're
Right,
doing it.
right. Yeah, you in self check. You born into. So this how you think. Process it. Yeah, you doing it to and you happy with it. So like another part of waking up. This is how your mind thinks. This information, and this is how you keep yourself in minor mindset. So you to the govern over you.
Yep. Yep. So
So that,
because you do this, I told you this is self accountability class, and you got to be able to
yep.
explain it. You got to be able to explain. That's why I'm helping every student that needs to be able to explain it. Like yourself, you call in and boom. Remember, this system, like God's system, is a sin-proof system.
Mm-hmm.
So
Proof.
yeah, so you like in scripture, if you we've allowed this to happen every day.
Right.
We're not self-governing. We allow social media to govern over our brains and create our decisions. Some people can't even. I'm doing all this, and I'm not looking at dumb stuff on social media because I'm trying to start a production company. I don't have
Right.
time to just scroll. I don't have time to allow my brain to just rest until I go to bed. Even when, like I told you before, even when I'm doing other things, it's because my brain is hurting. I have to play some football or something because my brain stay thinking, stay trying to get better, and tomorrow's coming. Oh yeah. So facts, because
Pro-
we had 4 books that talked about non-compost mentors. Now it's one book, Fail-Proof System, Universe 25 OODA Loop, lecture. So identifying, like my moderator's been giving these answers, are showing their competency in what they learn, and that's how I see it. People got to take part, and man, I hope you make it out of that cycle. What is that cycle? The cycle of disoriented state of decision making. You
right.
got to
And
be.
even
Go ahead.
after you go through the action, it gets into the refined. So I'm like, it positive or negative. Just for example, all right, put we go through the process, action. I'm gonna put those bad actions back in the loop.
No, no, no,
So
no, no.
the
The
bad,
action is affiliated with you. Don't. There's no separate OODA loop from the action. The action of perceiving, receiving, decision making is all one. That is the loop. It's not separate. There's no OODA loop
no, no,
and
no,
then the action. You get what I'm saying?
no, no. What I'm saying is the action,
Yeah.
but, but it gets put back in. Just say I'm a criminal. I start on a no, it gets put back in, and I say it again. Same thing with being
Oh,
productive.
it's repetitive. It
Yes,
repeats.
sir. So if I'm being productive, I'm to be more productive.
Right.
How I'm
Right.
so
Repetition is key. If you're caught in the OODA
yes,
loop,
sir.
OODA in the poor decision making skills of Universe 25, your repeat experience will be what? In and out of jail is what B is saying. And if
Yes,
you're
sir.
continuously moving forward and not conforming over, your perceived loop will be production, constructive, your goals being met,
Yeah.
your organization being established in your life. See, you don't realize
Yeah.
that's the blessing. If you didn't have that, you would be disorganized and somebody else will be able to govern over you. Yeah, it's stressful, but that's not real stress. That's just an accelerated heartbeat. Slow it down. The OODA loop got you. The matrix trying to get you. The way you think is
Yeah.
pulling at you. Your heart rate is, damn. Bro, I threw up the other day.
So what?
I said I threw up yesterday or the day before. And I've just felt an accelerated. I knew it was coming. I said, man, I'm thinking too much about something. And I'm throwing up. I said, ooh, I said, that feel good afterward. Oh, get that out of there. Drink some water, breathe. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of information. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
it is.
You feel me?
Mhm.
It's a lot. So
And I'm even
go ahead.
thinking uh you'll be scratching off because you being more productive, more organized. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's on the single. What about the whole? You got to go like the case law Brown versus the Board of Education. Did you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah. Like with the even with the what was play yesterday? Dogs. DALL.
Right.
Dogs, but dogs. Even with that, just the way the mind process, you understand the OODA loop, how they not just one, but as a you'll be rejected. You look at yourself in the negative. It's a whole process as a whole,
Like,
not just one.
like,
All right, if I look at myself negative, esteem, and I believe that, and I think that, then that's gonna affect
yeah,
my neighborhood.
yeah.
Thinking like that,
Mm-hmm.
the the results are gonna be disaster. I look at my neighbor, at my everybody walking, through, they looking at me like,
How does that operate in
so,
Universe 25?
uh, man, what you looking at, fool? She having to shoot that because I look at if you look at everything. We got gangbang. We got man, the mothers looking at the sons, saying that the men looking at the women like and that the daughter is like that. So that so that's results. And it's because this is the age, this even according to these science. So you can't say it's not it's proven. We just got you in order to proceed. Yes, sir. This is why it's like this.
And see it. I don't want you to see it. I want you to take the information and be ready to read it and speak it, comprehend it, live it, experience it every day. Decision making happens, and it's made to for you to react in a fast, decision paced method called the OODA loop. The process happened, but the OODA loop itself is for an accelerated mind state. It's for to put you in accelerated for you to act now and not have clarity in the decision making process. The OODA loop specifically is to speed that up and for you to make irrational decisions fast. And
Damn.
um unfortunately, when your decision making process is still in a disoriented state, the preconceived control act can and will lead you in a disoriented place where you need to be reoriented back into society.
other thing, what you just said about it being fast, and that this is used in wartime.
Right.
This is a war, like you said, a mental war, equipping us with what we need, the mind, how we can how we think, to be able to repent, change the mind. So I recognize that. Yes, sir. I recognize that. Dang, it's a war, eternal war,
Need a war for your mind.
sir.
And if you have no self governance and you have no knowledge of autonomy, then you are in and will be in the matrix,
Stuck.
frozen.
Yeah, frozen. Like,
Not being able to express oneself and relieve, still dealing with the regression, repression of traumas. Looking for, I don't know why you comfortable there. I don't know.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
it
Like,
can be. It can be. You know, the mechanical mother. Remember that?
oh yeah, yeah.
It
That's
can.
what you
It,
know.
you develop Stockholm syndrome to this fail-proof system.
Wow. Yes.
Yes, sir. You've
The
developed.
captivity. Hold on. I'm in love with.
You say they were slaves in the past. No, no. You the slave now.
Mhm. Which makes you still a prisoner of war.
Yeah, you a
You a
prisoner of
mental,
war. This is psychological warfare. It's still war. And you're
sir.
just a compliant person in the movie The Diary of Anne Frank, who just walking to the obliteration machine because you can't speak. What Agent Smith say? What's the use of a phone call when you just can't speak?
Really.
You not even recognized in law. Who you gonna call? Ghostbuster?
I was just about to
I know
say
you was. I know you was.
what the call goes.
That would be
Really, sir.
necromancy, sir.
Yes, sir. Man, yeah. What a wonderful work, sir.
Well, it's work, and I'm not done. I'm just getting started. I ain't done.
Yes,
I just got started. This is all in relation to non-compos mentis, and this isn't blaming nobody. This is self-accountability. This is what this is what I wake up for. It's been 3.5 hours, and I'm supposed to be out of here in an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm giving an extra 2, 3 hours just to see what the classroom is. Are they competent or just conscious? 'Cause this ain't the just conscious community. This is the competent conscious community.
straight up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you check it out, I gotta say something. 'Cause the whole world don't I hear that KevRow, you understand? I'm gonna speak. I gotta speak. Hey, Kev, this how much it's gonna make me want to do straight up. And I'm understanding.
Was you paying attention to what I was just reading? The loop, conditioning, disorientation, and the engine that controlled outcomes.
Sure.
What's the what
It's,
go ahead.
it's basically what we speak on. Break it down the process. You breaking it down. One, like what each part of the loop does, the functions of it, and how it affects you. You disoriented. and your actions, it's gonna be the outcome. Disoriented.
Okay, now watch this one. We don't got no boats. Where the drugs came from to disorientate my people?
They come from overseas.
The Navy. They said Denzel Washington used the American government Navy ships to bring dope over in dead white man's caskets and bring it into neighborhoods. That's what they said. They said that evil nigga Denzel, who played in Training Day, did it. He got his ass. Didn't you see the other movie? He got his ass and hijacked us. That's how cold Denzel is. Denzel got us, nigga. He flew the plane. That's fine. Denzel did it. You ain't saw the movie? Training Day or the other one where he was selling drugs? Blue Magic?
Yep.
All right. Who did it then?
Denzel did it.
Who put the drugs in your community, B?
They said Denzel did.
That's who did it. Denzel.
He did it. Black Magic under
the what?
Dead Cat. Blue Magic. I'm sorry.
That's right. You said Black Magic, but Blue Magic is Black Magic. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like, yeah. See, we didn't. That's what it is. You believe it. Now you got disoriented input, disoriented. Yes, sir.
So we go for it.
Oh,
and then, but Denzel was playing the role as Frank Lucas.
And then they saying Frank Lucas.
Luke, you telling me Frank Lucas got on the military boat, nigga, and flew dope, nigga, in the caskets of U.S. soldiers, sir?
And got away with it.
Got away with it. Cuz did a TV series and a YouTube interview with Kev Gill. You believe this shit?
And he was able to get away with it, and they nah. This is part of the that they want you to have disoriented in the action.
So they make your favorite actors pull off the most egregious thing.
Oh.
What if Frank Lucas? What if what if these niggas was just fucking damn, bro? So they use these people.
Yep. You the story. You see this. Then you got other people. I could do this.
So Frank Lucas and then bring the drugs, the cocaine, and it did this. It put you in Universe 25.
That's what they seize this and have it. He gonna believe he can be, but what he gonna be is a prisoner
of war.
Yes, sir. Definitely. You know, you going.
And his accomplice in New Jack City was who?
Talking about New Jack City.
Yeah. So Freeway Rick Ross did it. New Jack City, Wesley Snipes did it. Denzel Washington did it. Everybody and it looked like we just glamorized dope dealing, and our heroes sell dope across the world like Rick Ross. We really got boats. No, who got boats? The Navy got boats.
In the Navy. Straight up. Now, you can do it. You got so many. Now that's your environment. This is how it's done. So
that's why they created Jay-Z. So niggas really think they dope dealers. Niggas really think they pushing packs. And that's the federal government pushing the pack. They giving it to you. And your dumb ass is taking it and driving across state line, getting pulled over with 100 of them in 2 duffel bags behind grandma's seat, using grandma as a cover. Grandma said, I don't know, she blind. Officer say, ma'am, where you guys going? She say, I don't know. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. That's one.
Grandma.
He said, Grandma, the white man say, Grandma, you know I've been doing this for 25 years. Tell me what's in the bags behind you that smell like marijuana. I don't know what he got back there in the trunk or behind me in his seat. He had something. I can smell it. Grandma told on you. The dog is being called. You thought you was picking up birds, but you was picking up packages from them. They know where they going. You on camera, Palantir following you. You dropping it off. You told your little cousin to ride with you. Your girlfriend riding with you now. You ain't made no pit stops. You on a 34-hour return visit from Cali to Alabama. You got California plates on a back road in the middle.
You going in there? Now your girl don't want no part of it. Your cousin don't want no part of this. Now he say I don't know. He say it's everybody like messed. Oh, everybody. You got grandma going to jail.
Grandma
She
on
born
the
in
side of the road.
1938.
Grandma on the side of the
She don't
road, stressed out, blue blockers on, and a cane, embarrassed. The girlfriend who kind of know what you do, but didn't really know what the fuck you was doing. First one,
real.
the little dog she carried that was $8,000 because you bought it with your drug dealing ass with the cartel's money you don't ripped off. First one, because you believe in running off on plugs, so they got you on surveillance, and because you want to run off, you going to jail today. They can't risk it.
You going?
They need those packages to get to them niggas over there. Cause see, they got some other niggas about to pick it up, and they going to Texas. They going to Washington. Mm-hmm. It ain't just you, nigga. It's all y'all, and every one of y'all do the same thing. Bibbity bop up our roads until you caught, and then get to telling on everybody when you know what you was doing
Now I think about power and creativity.
at work.
I could have started a
Business. We could have got together and bought a $5,000-$10,000 acre, develop a truck stop rest area where people can drop off their trailers, hire one of these niggas to do 24-hour security, do intershifts, then everybody getting paid $200, $300, $400, $800 a monthly from each truck. And nigga put a food place there. One of you little niggas make some food or some coffee. Nigga, do something constructive. Niggas don't want to do shit.
Then when I see the police, I don't come to my spot. I free security. Get up.
That's right.
Eat.
25% off for all law enforcement officer and truck drivers who come here for the first 30 days. Nigga, come on. They don't want to do nothing. Whack 100 said diapers, the Huggies and the diaper companies like, what's that bear? Snuggle? He not going to allow us to make a motherfucking tissue company.
But I got all the guts in the world back. It's gonna be for life if I get caught.
Facts. You telling me Whack 100 within Universe 25, you can sell guns to the Crips so they can kill each other, but you can't do the right thing and sell toilet tissue to everybody on Earth who take a shit.
Exactly. I do this bad stuff with you.
Do the bad shit with no fear. I got fear of buying the machine that throws 24 rolls inside of plastic for you. Throw it in there. I'm scared. I don't want to do it.
I'm scared.
What if they don't buy my tissue? You print enough of the tissue up, nigga, they gonna have no choice but to buy your tissue. It's gonna be the only one left. Then they gonna get used to your Gillespie tissue. You hear me? Selling tissue now. I'm gonna call it luxury tissue where you can wipe your ass and be it. That one approved by the Pyru. But what?
And then guess what?
What?
You gonna have a toilet paper. You gonna be on the rack.
And I'm gonna be the only one on the rack at Walmart. Gillespie tissue. You know, they one COVID event away from running out of tissue anyway. Stack up. You supposed to have this shit ready for the next COVID. You hear them niggas talking about they finna shut it down again. Why you not ready? You supposed to be ready. You supposed to have your food company ready. You supposed to be, I know what happened during COVID. We make money, right? And
Exactly.
we don't put this shit on our nose. We go out like this. We make money. You want some food? We pulling up. The let's be
Exactly.
soul food.
They using probability. Hey, look, they got predictive function, predictive money making.
Look, that's a
Straight
different
up.
strategy. Bring it on, busters. Bring it on.
Mhm.
When your COVID come around and everybody get to be broke, Kev don't sold the hamburgers. He don't started a new company selling burgers and Slurpees. You gotta adapt, nigga. You gotta adapt. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not disoriented by outside things. I find things to make it work. I believe in the oldest thing ever since Adam and Eve, buy, sell, trade. Adam was a hustler. He take two branches and make a nest and sell it to birds and say, "You better, nigga, you better make it. This is called a home, motherfucker." And the bird bit every sentence doing the same thing.
Say, no, my job. This all.
Adam is a hustler. That nigga could sell salt to a well, salt water to whales, nigga. Come on, punk. God gave me dominion. Just one.
Real. All the good stuff, but the
Right.
bit.
Hey, my
You
nigga,
got
why don't we start a t-shirt business and lock it down out here where you live at? Sound familiar? So you can run shit out here. KevRow need to be running shit out here. Okay, cuz. Okay, but when a nigga get to moving, what's gonna happen? They gonna run away. They gonna find any reason to revert right back to that childlike program and where they was 8 to 12 years old, where they didn't have to do nothing. They had to wait on mama. They had to wait on somebody else for them to dig in their own pocket to make it happen for themselves.
going
Damn.
back to Ken. Real. That boy want. Well, you right. They gonna run. Somebody just said reset.
They better learn. Nigga. This major moves right here. Long hair don't care. Good one.
Real.
Remember Lloyd and Lil Wayne?
Yes, sir. Real.
No hair don't care. Nigga.
No, don't
No
care.
hair don't care. These niggas got waves and muscles and numbers and nigga gold grills and still stuck in the loop. Still going around in the cycle. They brain say make an irrational decision right now. Press one. If a female say, come on, let's go harm Kev. The other nigga say, yeah, let's gather up on our horses and let's ride out. They ain't make no conscious decision to say who this nigga is. Who is this nigga? They just following direction. And then they get to find out. They, damn, you brought us way the fuck over here. That's one. See?
Go to jail.
To go to jail. Or, yeah, even more. Let's
Or
keep it
worse.
there. Yeah, jail. Yeah. Scraped up.
You thinking.
Why did I do this? I made a bad decision. And more than likely,
Wrong.
you used to it, so you probably got warrants. Now you got warrants. Press one.
I could have been whatever gift God gave. Man, I'm good at this.
It's facts. These are the
I
niggas
was,
that make unconscious decisions when disoriented. Well said.
mhm.
They disoriented and be
Un-
like, they shut down and go put the covers over their face and their toes get to dwindling and they run away like monsters is going to come from under the bed and get them. Grown ass men afraid of the monster called the white man hiding under the bed.
they love being
They love
being
that shit. Boy, to be so scared, man, they sure go to jail and live under the white man. Boy, to have it,
real.
nigga, white man do this. They show love going to get fed pinto beans and pieces of bread and sausages from the white man. They love that shit. White man.
I love little Debbie snack.
You said what?
They love little Debbie snack.
They love noodles stacked up with grape soda. Nigga, the shit you can do outside and go to Walmart and get. You know how many noodles I got stacked up in memory of LA County? Nigga, I just bought Doritos yesterday to go with my county spread, nigga. But I'm not in there. Gee, that's the choice. I'm just playing. That's trauma relief, nigga. I'm trying to eat what I remember. You bet not. Oh, I remember I ate this shit. See, sometimes you got to go there. Sometimes you got to be like, I know they say keep that shit in jail. No, sometimes you got to be reminded. You know, sometimes I go in the bathroom and just sit, B. I be sitting there, damn near about to cry, my nigga. And I have to remember, I want to feel that again. How did I get myself to live in this little box? I'm in the bathroom. I got a sink, a toilet, my bed don't even fit, and it's in here. I'm gonna just lay on the floor. I put myself through that. I want to eat a LA County spread, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because I like to say no more. I like that moment. Hell no.
For real, what they say?
Never forget, like war. He was a POW. I will never forget. I actually made T-shirts. I survived LA County Jail, like Magic Mountain or some shit. Press one. I survived. That's traumatic. Split your ass open. Bend over. Who wants to be treated that way? Oh my goodness. That's incompetent. It's incompetent. If you gotta be checked like that, nigga, that mean lift your balls up. Let me see if you're hiding Oreo cookies in there.
I want to govern myself.
I want to govern myself. I choose me. Press one. I don't need a nigga saying, come here, right this way. You next. And I'm like, I'm shaking, B. Hell no. Not me. Not Kev Gills. If my classroom see me right now, I'll be in bad shape. Here, Mr. Gillespie, quit playing. Move forward. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yes, you can and you will. This nigga put the blue glove on, B, for me. He put the glove on like he was about to just search. He put it on and snapped the bitch. I'm traumatized by that. Nigga, every time I see them goddamn blue gloves, nigga, I don't think of Officer Rodriguez talking about move forward. Nigga, hell no. I find myself sometimes in Target just staring at the blue gloves. Security got to come and ask you, nigga, you okay? You okay? Mm-hmm.
Check on the frozen in trouble.
Nigga, I'm frozen, nigga. Hell no. I want them blue gloves. Hell no. Give me the $8.99 ones. Fuck them 50-cent state approved blue gloves. Give me the cleaning gloves. This is how you clean the bathroom with this shit. Fuck them little blue gloves at the hospital. All the huh?
We're gonna get clear.
Oh, you don't want the clear one, nigga. That's X-ray, nigga. Them the one, nigga. Clear? Shit. I guess so. Clear ones, yeah. That's what. Oh my goodness. Why are we talking about this? That's traumatic. But that's what niggas like. Niggas like to go to jail. It's the same sequence. I didn't have to. I only learned one time. I don't belong here. I do not belong here. Oh no. Oh hell no. They took me to court. I said, I know what I did. He said, get your ass out of here. They're like, you sure? Oh yeah, I know what I did. Nigga, I took it. That's what the fuck I did. I took the shit. They owed me money. I took it out they shit. And that's that. Nigga, whatever y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do. That's one. Nigga, G shit, they said shit. That's enough, nigga. You rehabilitated. You came in, addressed the situation. You didn't lie. You accepted responsibility. We ain't got to put your ass under the jail when you just gonna walk right out this bitch. Because when you get it, boy, if them niggas thought like you, press what?
See, people coming out, jail. Shut the fuck. Look, I started a business.
I wrote 5 books with 2 on the way, and it reproved 5 books into 1, and now I don't turn the word is law into something everybody can comprehend. Hell no, I ain't going back to jail, Your Honor. I told them they ain't seeing me no more.
And you didn't develop the
I got the wild program. What's that, Mr. Gillespie? I help others not return to see you. I know you hate seeing our black ass coming up in here. Talking about we gonna do better. We be lying.
real. Blind.
Lying. Send them out to my homestead like cowboy. Let them stay at my facility. Make sure they got the monitor and it's state ran here with Mr. Gillespie. You're gonna get a job, boy. I know what to do with this one here. You got potential. I believe in you. You're gonna get a job and pay rent. That's what your ass gonna do. And learn to govern over yourself. Fill it out your damn self.
You're not gonna be in jail. You can come right here.
Yep.
And develop.
You're gonna go to court with your hair combed. You're gonna be ready to give him all of your certified, nigga. You're gonna know how to put the part in the job application that say about me. Oh my goodness, we gonna show the judge before and after. Damn.
What a
Boy, you
Instead
don't
of what a
develop a
great
system in your life. You using ChatGPT as to schedule your shit. You got your life in order. You got goals now. You never understood that you was incompetent. When the judge hear you say you was incompetent and didn't respect the law and the law that was in you, oh my goodness, that's rehabilitation. Wow.
wow.
Where you learned this?
Yes, sir.
You learned all this in 5 months? You're not gonna need a year and a half to go. You're not gonna need the 5 years. You do this
You
for
are
another
real.
2, 3, 5, 6 months, a year, and you will be off. You got my word. See, I'm here to get you off probation early, get you off parole early. Statistics show the longer you stay on parole, the more likely you are to go back. Press one. They ain't even thought about that, B. That was cold right there, B. The longer you on parole, the more likely you are to go back. Ooh, every real nigga, ooh, y'all better sign up. That's deadly. You telling me the longer you on parole, the more likely it is? Statistically right. I can bring every parolee who got out of prison after 15, 20, 25 years and tell you I shouldn't have never got my ass on parole.
For real.
That's the reason why I came back.
For real. I became accustomed to
Guess what they
these.
say? Don't go back. Guess what the condition of parole is, B? Don't go back into that environment you come from, or what?
Are you coming back?
You gonna tell a rat not to go back to the most comfortable spot he is, where all the food is, where all the what's the name is, you get taken care of, and everybody there. That's all you know.
That boy say I'm a beautiful.
Now you can say choices, but what if that's the system? And the choices given are fabricated, re-imprisoning circumstances. And you don't got a choice. You have what you think is a choice. That's not freedom.
No, it's not.
That's not freedom.
And then you caught in a loop uh, of a system that makes money off of you to keep you in the loop.
We got to keep you there. Exactly.
Money keep looping.
So within the matrix, the illusions of choices being made is an illusion. The choices, the many choices. You could have did this one. Why didn't you lift yourself up by the bootstrap? Well, if you exist in universe 25, all of those choices are mere illusions.
Oh.
Why? Because he's a minor. He doesn't even believe that those types of simple choices exist. It's hard. It's easier to do bad things and be governed over. That's what you're fighting against. That mind. It's easier to do bad things.
Right. Like, bad things. Don't even try. It's too hard.
Don't try to
That's
do good. It's
crazy.
too hard.
It's too hard.
Well, when your influence is reinforcing that.
Mm-hmm.
Akon had a song said, I try so hard, you know, run away, but trouble follows me. Until then,
Yeah.
I'll be on the block. That's reinforcing of the mind.
And then you sing it.
You're playing to the lullaby of disorientation and find comfort in it.
That's my jam.
I'm steady trying to find a motive.
Get these licks.
Why do what? My freedom ain't getting no closer. No matter how
Get it.
far my car is stolen. No registration. Cops patrolling. No, it will stop me.
No registration.
On a stolen car.
You don't have to, for real. You don't have to ask you. You have to you start,
Get out the
keep
car.
going. Come
with us. My visitation
on.
no longer come by. Seems like they forgot about me. Commissary's getting empty. Being Kev eating food without me. I can't wait and get out and move forward with my life. Brother one, got a family that loves me and wants me to do right. That's convict music, right?
No.
Convict music by Akon, an African. Hey, the Jew to sit out he can't even build Wakanda because he's still doing shows convincing you that being locked up is sellable. Press one. It's to the unconscious mind, that's programming. And when your ass is laid up there listening to Ice Cube, laid up there with the earphone over your head, you are being legally diagnosed with the psychology needed for the activation of convict music decision making act process to take effect. Then we got they black ass. Look around. Final answer like Family Feud. Huddle up, nigga. Great answer, nigga. Great fucking answer. That's how we gonna get them niggas. And we gonna keep them dead in law. They ain't never gonna see it. These niggas ain't gonna be able to buy a sandwich without their girlfriends pulling out their EBT card when we finish with them. You understand that? When we finish with them, every cent is gonna come from my daddy ate all the Pop Tarts. Mama, kick him out. That's the white man for you. That's Aryan power. That's real matrix. See, that's the real matriarch where the white man rules over the black woman. Press one to produce little niglet babies that's going to come out terrorizing the world, regular sovereign people, convincing them that walking up the railroad tracks and seeing dead bodies all day is part of the process. See, that's just what it is because you grew up here. See, but Mr. Gillespie and B, being from these places, we now know the truth. See, the patriarchal society running the black woman's matriarch is the white man. 7 white men at that. It's 7 of them. 7 working as one. That's the program. 7 of them on one black woman who's supposed to produce this little Negro. See, Neo's a Negro. They forgot that.
Yep.
See, Neo is Neo. Negro is Negro. They left out GR because you on food stamps, and GR is general relief, and general relief is what we need you on, little nigga. You not Neo. You's a little nigga. Remember that, boy. You on GR. Press 1. You on general relief. What that mean is, nigga, to buy your Jordans every month, you need to come fill out a job application request from my office. You understand me, boy? What? I fucked him up with that GR, huh? GR in Negro. Without GR, you got Neo. That's how I knew Will Smith was supposed to play Neo, because he's a Negro. Press 1. A dead man awakening. It's necromancy. See, they think I'm playing. B, I don't play.
No, it's real.
Yeah, it's super real. I just be fooling around so I can blend in.
It's real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Super. to be able, you showing us to see it.
Yeah.
So
Choice,
we can
choice. Now, choice itself isn't an illusion. Self-contained choice isn't freedom. There is choice, and you do have a choice to live in the world of sin and participate, or just be a normal, simple person and believe in God and keep having faith and keep building. Press one. I choose God of the Bible. That's what I choose. And not the many gods that the Hebrews be worshiping all over time and keep getting their head cracked. Press one. I'm talking about the initial contract. And what you're denying me from is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which is the original contract. I'm going back. I want the original contract. That. And you're preventing me. Life, because you made me black in Roman law. Liberty, because that come with life. Without life, there is no liberty. Can dead people experience liberty or the pursuit of happiness? So the key thing is life. Life. Without life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness isn't even possible. I want my $3 billion. That's my reparation. I want my fucking money, and my money, I want it now. See? Well, what the fuck is a reparation when I got this? I don't want reparation. Reparations for Africans who was brought over in the 1700 and the 1600 and let them work with Donald Trump. I'm not asking with my hand out to be recognized. I'm telling you what you did. I don't need you to recognize the Black Holocaust, nigga. Fuck, I look like somebody who's asking for something. No, your world gonna fall and be destroyed because of judgment.
It's not no postponing.
And you can't postpone judgment, especially when we awaken, starting with him. He's the first of the firstborns. That's him. Remember Liberty Insurance? Who started Liberty Insurance? Mr. Motherfucking Thomas? What's his name? Gillespie. His name ain't Frank Lucas, it's Frank Gillespie. Press one. He's the original Liberty Insurance guy. Press one. Hit the like button and subscribe. They can't fuck with Mr. Gillespie. Press one. They can't fuck with George Washington Gillespie. They can't fuck with Frank Gillespie. They can't fuck with Ezekiel Gillespie. They can't fuck with Kevin Gillespie. That's JEFFJARRE double fucking T. Jeff Jarrett, bitch. Press one. Frank. Press one. They don't fucked up. And we like the Gillespie did it all. So Liberty Life Insurance is really the mutual fund of my people. And who run that? Gillespie. That's what they stole and put us in the trust and inverted. Never mind. Let's just keep it basic for the moment. I'm heating up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hey, B, I'm heating up. I ain't gonna lie to you. They only made $17 today on my, even though I'm free in the world, being a superhero Hancock ass nigga. Everybody watching can't put the dollar in the goddamn. I'm still begging. I'm still with the cup outside the stove. God damn it.
Hey, but look, that's all right.
What about
I'll be thankful like the 2 fish and 5 loaves.
Facts?
Oh, you it is.
Facts. Facts. I'm giving this all to my subscribers. They can have it. That's one, y'all got it. Come be co-host. Y'all got this. Y'all can do it. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. What a time it is to be alive, sir, is all I can say. Man. The Matrix, the Oracle, and the Architect.
Man, kill and sister in how the process of the mind, the decision making and the actions and seeing everything within the
Yep.
how to form the mind.
Yep. How it even happened.
Change. Yes, sir.
Damn.
Only here. And that's the truth. It's only here. Yes, sir.
That's wild,
So,
bro.
I had to call in what I'm learning. I'm gonna continue learning.
For catch and shoot read.
Well, sir, I can say this. I got my new you ever heard of the OODA loop?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm sure you have. You go to KevRow University, right? All right. So my team, I create. You know, I'm a war general in my little war game, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I got Team Uda. We orientate. What's the rules? What do we do? What do we do?
We are we are
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
we got observe, decide,
Uh-huh.
and then act.
And that's our role right there. We got four. We got four. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That's
Then
right.
we
It's four sequences to my team. Name them again.
observe,
Uh-huh.
orient,
Uh-huh.
vision,
Decide.
action, decide, and action.
Okay. Okay. So me, I'm decision. Sergeant Gillespie, Colonel. Press what? We need orient. We need the observation and this decision to act. That's all we doing in the order of command at the UDA squad on Armor Reforger and on Ready or Not. You feel me? So I'll be over there doing what I'm always advertising my little ass channel.
All right.
I'll be over there. Team UDA needs you. Press one, and we operating under it. Facts. Where? Wait. Where's the? There you go. In between Orient and decision lies 0 point. Oh, nigga, I'm gonna put a target in the middle of that. I like the way you said that. In the middle of UDA will lie a target for 0. I like the way you just did that, bro. You was listening for real.
For real. The day I was on, I'm
like, yeah, you got to get your shit together, player. That's bullet time. That's when we slow it down. You ever seen my football game with my favorite quarterback? He be coming back at the end of the game. You know how I do that? I use the OODA loop process on all of my football games. I'm not third. Yeah, that's how I come back and win. I use nigga, war strategy. It works. And you know what I'm saying? More times than not, I love it. You know, so I love talking about these things, bro. I'm so glad that you called in and at least became part of this program that extends the program, of course. Sunday, we back on. Monday morning is the new day of school. We keep pushing forward, man. I thank you, champ.
Hey, thank you, sir. Hey.
KevRow nothing. And I'm gonna continue these reads, of course. Family. I'm gonna continue making the shit happen. We got 100 people up in the chat room. Maybe if all the other people press one. Shout out to John with that $14 contribution. Amanda up in there. Shout out to Yohanan. Shout out to y'all out there who deliver such great content support on my channel. Shout out to my sponsors, patreon.com/KevGillsTV. Those of you guys who love watching me game, I'll be over there building up my little army ranks. I love y'all. And as always, family, I'll holla.